check it. Go on. Have you guys seen that fucking cringe video? Like there's like horrible porn where this like old guy's like, "You want suck and fuck?"
No.
Dude, go on YouTube and search "suck and fuck funny." It should come up. Suck. Suck and fuck funny. The second one, yeah.
I've broken your car.
You broke my car?
Yes, I broke your car. So what?
I'm not happy with you. You only work here for 2 days. You are not polite to the boss. What is it with you?
Fuck you.
What? Fuck? We go right now to look at the car.
I love the production value. It looks like my studio with the curtains.
Just by the hair, the ear.
By the ear.
Oh, oh, oh yeah. Bitch, bitch. Somebody has to pay it.
Nice.
Think about it.
What do I have to do?
A little suck and fuck.
Okay.
That's it.
The top comments like, I'm glad that they could reach a consensus so quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That looks pretty easy. She made a whole $200 that day.
Oh god. All right. Alrighty. Well, shit. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Ugh. Nice.
Darth Raider, Trash Man, Daddy Dorp. Welcome, guys. Cheers.
Yuck.
Yummy. Well, here we are.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live.
Nice.
We are recording. We're on air. Well, couldn't think of anyone better for episode number 2 than good old Alex O'Brien.
Which camera do I look at?
The man, the myth, the legend. House Bula Fight Club over here. I think you're the most repeated guest that I've had on so far.
Really?
Yeah, because we did. There's one with Yumi and Grant, Yumi and Cody. I think there was one more.
These practice one, Alistair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Alistair. And then, but
These are up online too, right?
yeah. Most
okay.
of what we've recorded is online.
Yikes.
The thing is that all those ones, those 0.5 episodes, they weren't planned. They were like impromptu, so we kind of just started recording.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird to be sitting down. Like I shaved.
I know,
I
dude.
picked this shirt specifically, to kind of capture the theme.
I was gonna say you look super. Doesn't he look clean, David?
Dude, I'm wearing the ring or my real wedding ring.
What do you use to shave?
Well,
it's nice.
Well, when I'm in a rush, I just use like an electric shaver. That's what I use right now.
And it doesn't give you any issues, like
No.
It gets. You don't have any fucking like.
No, it doesn't give me razor burn or anything like that. I use like aftershave and stuff. I actually have a straight razor. Shout outs to Paul and Pierce, one of my wrestlers, and his dad. They got me a straight razor for Christmas, and it says Coach Cruz on it.
That's cool.
Super cool. I hadn't used a straight razor in so long, but when they got me that, I had to use it.
I found a picture. There was a while where you were trying to like maybe be a barber, like a shaver or something, when you're living in the promenade. And I have it. I saved it, but it's a picture of you like giving me the straight razor treatment.
Oh, that's funny. Did I actually shave you?
You actually shaved me.
Damn, dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
We should make sure we get really drunk and then try it out at the end of the podcast and see what happens.
I found the picture though. It's like me in the mirror with camera, and you're freaking hitting the neck.
Damn, that's so sick.
I'm just asking because I can't get this. I can't get a shave, dude. Like.
Yeah.
I bought a $150 fucking electric razor. My barber suggested it. He's like, it's called the Babyliss Pro, and he's like, this is the best one. It's sick. It's all gold, and it looks, it's got the foil. It's like the old school. Not like, what do you use, the 3-head or like the?
Yeah, like the little circles.
This one's just the straight, just like
the Grinch
candy bar looking
just.
But it doesn't work. Like it works, but it just I don't know. I can't like. There's always little stragglers, or there's always like.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do it, and then I get razor burn. I went to a barber supply shop, and I bought the disinfectant for afterwards. It's hard.
Yeah, dude, I have two kinds of aftershave. I have one that's like a lotion that you put on. It feels totally fine. It smells good. It's nice. I usually use that one, but I've also got this like Old Spice that's like straight up like fucking scented alcohol basically. Yeah. And like I used to not use it because I didn't look forward to it, but now I actually kind of look forward to it because like I try to not change my facial expression or like wince at all. I like
taking a shot, like trying to
just take it.
Dude, I'll do you one better after you do that shit because I do the old school. Just that's the Old Spice. It's like a little like pop off type like little fucking thing, you know. Spraying cologne on after is the even worse because it's an extra burn. Like you get the initial burn, you know. Yeah. And then I usually shower after I shave. So, but then after you get out of the shower, you know, I'm getting ready to do something, and then it's another little just it's like it's the same fucking feeling.
If it burns, it's working.
Yes.
Do you guys remember that commercial?
No.
Dude, David, can you pull that up for me? It's if it burns, it's working commercial. It's like some 90s or early 2000s commercial.
What is it for?
I think either toothpaste or mouthwash or something like that. It's like your mouthwash shouldn't burn or something. Maybe it's aftershave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one? The first one?
The top.
I hate, dude. I see like awful shit online. Like people like, you know, the guy. Dude, he sends me videos of just straight up people getting murdered all the time, and then they're always taking. But I open them, and I have to like now it lives with me forever. Like seeing that shit, it's bad, dude. Like
where do you even find that shit?
He sent me a video the other day, and it was so like, I didn't think much of it. It's a guy and a girl sitting in a fucking like they're just like this next to each other, and the guy goes like, look over there, and the girl, it looks like it's about to be, it looks like a porn, like it looks like it's gonna be a porno. So I was like, it's gonna be a joke, you know? They're not gonna show porn on Instagram. Worse. So then the guy's just like, look over there, and he literally stands up and gets a shotgun and fucking blows her head off.
What?
Dude, it was so fucking bizarre. I was like,
where was this?
He finds the shit on Instagram, dude, and like it's only there for like a couple hours before it gets taken down.
Yeah.
But I've seen like he sends me shit like that all the time, and I told him, dude, if you send me shit like this, like, he sends me people dying all the time.
That's weird.
And like if you send me this shit, I'm blocking you, and I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Like, don't send me this shit. It's really disturbing.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
I didn't like it.
Well, here, this is a little lighter note.
Yeah.
On a lighter note.
Fuck.
The burn says it's working. Well, this is new. If it burns, it's working.
Crest Pro Health, like the leading mouthwash, kills 99% of common germs that can cause plaque and gingivitis, but without alcohol and without the burn. Crest Pro Health, now part of the Crest Dental Plan for healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
There's some like one of those like unbelievable posts that's been going around. Some woman in like the 70s to like the 2000s or something like that. VHS recorded everything.
Saw that.
So apparently that's like the most complete archive of like
they're turning it into a digital thing. I saw that.
Yeah, that's
I thought about
cool.
that and I was like, what a fucking loser this chick was, dude. Like in 1970 she was like, I'm gonna
yeah, it's weird that I feel that way about like just my own personal life. Like I've recorded so much shit, like just hours and hours of me playing Red Dead with no audio, not with the game, with no chat. Like you can hear the game audio, but like there's no talking over it. It's just me playing the game, you know? And it's like it takes up so much room on the hard drive, but it's like this will be cool someday.
I do it all the time. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna do a music montage to this. This is sick, you know. But last night I figured out on the Xbox you can play music while you play your game simultaneously. Shit. So I threw on my folky fucking cowboy music and was just riding.
That's sick.
That's how I get over the sadness these days. Just fucking throw on the goddamn cowboy music and ride. I was just hunting.
Yeah, just some lonely cowboy music.
Dude, it was
July by Noah Cyrus.
It was tight. No, it was tight, dude. I was sitting there. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm definitely gonna make an Instagram account for this. Like, last night I was like,
follow.
I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck did you do, dude?
Dude, Fatty Fist has an Instagram account for his.
I know.
It's called Fatty Fist.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Fatty Fist. Follow him on Instagram.
I know. I like the guy.
Alex was getting in a heated debate with Siobhan last night, Fatty Fist's wife, about whether Miley Cyrus is better than Noah Cyrus.
No, that's not how it started, dude. It started because she goes, I really want to go to a concert. And he goes, what? Like, you didn't even let me see Post Malone or something like that.
Oh, that's right.
And she goes, I go, well, she's like, yeah, well, it's too expensive. And like, I was like, so who do you want to see? She's like, Noah Cyrus. I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't let him see Post Malone? Post Malone over, you know, it's not even Miley. Like, it's not even the main one.
It's not even Miley. Oh, that poor girl.
So
how many people have said that in her life?
Yeah, it's like, and then she made the argument. She was like, well, she's not even she's an opener. It's like, you're not helping your case here.
That's right. The main show isn't her. She's just opening.
What the fuck?
Man. I mean, I didn't really have an opinion on it because I don't really care one way. I don't know them enough to have an opinion, but Tiffany loves
Hitler.
I was gonna say anything. No, Tiffany loves Miley Cyrus. So I
Me
hear
too.
She plays her music all the time. And it's just like it's not for me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not. I've come to the point where just because I don't like something doesn't mean it's bad, but
Right.
it's just not for me. Like hardcore music, like the
Yeah.
kind of music that like you and Tiffany like.
Yeah.
I used to be like, I just don't get it. No,
Tiffany
I
and I
get
have
it.
a very similar taste in music across the board, I think.
Yeah.
Very.
Miley Cyrus.
Like, because I like the gay shit like that, too. Like, I fucking rock it, dude. I'm in the car getting down with that, but then also, yeah, I'll turn on the emo screamo shit or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I said, I get it. It's just not for me. You know,
Yeah.
like it's funny because like.
What do you listen to?
What do I listen to?
Yeah.
Just classic rock, like fucking AC/DC, Led Zeppelin,
Some
like
dad rock.
Yeah, dad rock. Yeah. Is that the same thing for Daddy Dorp over here? Yeah.
I've been told it's dad rock now.
Yeah, and you're fucking. What year is your car? You're 19.
My '96 Forerunner.
Before we started today,
Yeah.
David has some news actually about his Forerunner.
Oh shit.
I don't know if the mic will pick it up, but
Well, I'll tell the story then.
yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Before we started, before we were getting ready here, David crashed his car.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
He fucked up, man.
Were you driving drunk or what?
It was when it was raining. He hydroplaned and hit something, right? What'd you hit?
The sidewall under the freeway ramp.
So
hit
he
it, like,
he kind of fucked up the front.
oversteered, tried to like correct it, and then just fucking.
As you were
head on.
getting on the 5 to go north. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Anything serious or?
No, health wise, Allie and I perfectly fine.
Okay.
Nothing at all. Like no damage to
Mhm.
us. Just the car looks pretty beat up.
Damn.
And the shitty thing is, like, the airbags went off.
Cracked the
And
windshield.
it also, cracked the windshield.
Oh shit, dude! Is the car parked here in the neighborhood?
I drove
Yeah, we're gonna go-
home, it drives,
we're gonna go look at
nothing's
it.
leaking.
Oh, I was gonna say definitely we're gonna be posting a picture of it somewhere over here. We will.
David's taking us to lunch in it after this, dude.
No, I don't want to die.
Okay, so here's the thing though, the fucking when the airbags deployed,
Mhm.
just fumes.
Fumes. I don't know what
No.
fumes are.
Like a
Plumes,
plume,
yeah,
there you go,
plumes of
plume
smoke.
Yeah. And just like the worst.
This is a
fucking,
flume.
Like it was like 5 smoke bombs went off in like the car. I'm like, why is there like all this smoke?
Damn.
But
Can I do this
yeah,
in here on
Yeah,
the
you're
show?
good. Yeah, you're good.
Let's light one up.
Damn, dude.
And
Okay.
the scent though is still inside the car.
Oh, of the
And I
airbags.
spilled my coffee everywhere.
Oh, like, that probably like balances out a little bit. Coffee usually smells
Little
good,
bit.
right?
That
You go to,
sucks,
like-
man. That's honestly super terrible because it's an older car. It's a
Yeah, no,
it's a nice older car. It's a Tacoma, you know, when you fall or not a Tacoma, Forerunner.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
But when they're that old, it's like they're almost like a collectible kind of car now. It's gonna be expensive.
Yeah,
to
that's gonna be
fix that up.
hard to fix.
Yeah, it's rough because like I found the car for so cheap
Mhm.
and it ran. So now it's like anything towards it is like, well, we only paid
Yeah, yeah,
$3,000 for it.
yeah. But still,
Yeah.
you'd rather keep it
No, we're
3,000.
gonna try to keep it. We're gonna try to save it. Otherwise, I have my eyes set on like a Land Cruiser.
Dude, what's up? Why you get this knowledge? Dude, David has this liking for just badass.
Oh yeah.
The Land. One time, Isaac and I got into an Uber and a Tesla, and he starts talking about he just randomly starts going, yeah, the market value on these are amazing. And the guy's like, yeah, I guess so. Like, it's Tesla, and we're like, what? They're new. Like, how do you know it's gonna hold or whatever? He's like, no, Land Cruisers, just out of nowhere. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Wait, Isaac said that?
Yeah. you
so
gotta bring him on one of these things.
I
dude.
know, yeah, dude. He hit me up. He was like, dude, if you want to do a podcast, bro, I got fucking stories. And
Oh.
I'm sure he does.
Dude, just make sure he doesn't get too drunk. That's all.
We'll start slow.
Yeah.
Well,
But
damn, dude, I'm sorry to hear that for the sake of your car. I know you love that Does it have a name? Is it a boy car or a girl car?
A girl. Yeah.
They're all
Okay.
supposed to be girls.
Are they?
Yeah.
All cars are girls?
I mean,
How do they make new cars?
I think we should replace the, you know how like doo-doo-ts is like the thing.
Mm.
We should replace it with like the Pornhub, like doom, 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 ts.
I want the fucking Seinfeld.
Well, I know boats are supposed to be all females. I don't know about the cars. It's just I've always known that, or I've always named my cars a girl
Yeah.
So, Bloople?
Loophole, yeah.
because it's kind of blue and purple.
Yeah, it's blue and purple. in
Oh,
between.
that's funny.
Does your car have a name?
Yeah, the first one, the Santa Fe is Black Hawk.
I know
and
that
then,
one.
My Elantra is Black Owl.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit of a Watchmen reference. Instead of Night Owl, Black
That's
Owl.
cool. My truck is Jolyne
Jolyne.
Yeah.
Why?
because ex-girlfriend, you know,
Mm.
we stayed at this. We went camping. Like one of our first couple dates, we went camping, and we rented an Airbnb,
Mm.
and we stayed at this chick's place. It was her name was Jolyne. That was the chick's name. But dude, you get there and it was like the most bizarre Airbnb. So it's like a canopy or like a teepee. That's where they want you to sleep
Holy
in.
shit.
But if you read it's outdoors. Like she has a property and then she has like little spaces that she rents out. We brought our own tent. We weren't gonna sleep in the fucking teepee. All the reviews were like, the teepee is really cool. It's beautiful as long as you can put up with the mice in there. And I'm like, dude, there's not a fucking chance I'm gonna. There's no chance I'm.
You
doing
didn't want that authentic Plains,
Dude.
Plains Indian
Well,
experience.
the lady comes out and she comes out. She's really nice. She comes out to greet you. She's like, her name's Jolyne. She's probably like 70 years old. She lives like on a trailer park, like kind of deal. She has a bunch of land, and that's how she gets her shit. That's how she gets her income is renting out her space for Airbnb.
Dude, that's smart, dude.
Yeah.
Overcharge people for staying in shitty fucking mice-infested teepee.
Dude.
That's a good racket, bro.
She was bizarre, dude. She
Huntington.
Yeah, is
She-
it Jolyne Huntington?
she came out and she reeked of wine at like 2:00 in the afternoon.
I was just gonna say.
reeked of wine, and then she insisted on she wouldn't leave us alone. Like there was a minute where we were looking at each other like, dude, is she gonna spend the night with us? Because you want to help us set up camp because we're losing daylight here. Let's go, Jolyne, chip
Yeah,
chop.
you gonna fucking cook up a fire.
Dude, it was bizarre. She looks over at one point. She goes, this is our gaming area. And it was like a little fucking like nightmare shed with like, she goes, we play poker in there. And we do, it's kind of down.
That's pretty cool.
But it was, yeah. So then we've decided my truck's name was Jolyne that day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Damn. All right, we're already learning things over here.
Yeah. So it's,
Well, I don't know if you listened to the first one, but I mentioned
of course.
part of what I like about this podcast is that it's kind of like almost like a journal, like diary thing. So I did want to just touch on how stoked I am having you on here. Like I said at the beginning, couldn't think of anyone better to have as number 2. Tiffany's got to be number 1, of course. But
I guess. I get it.
I no longer.
Yeah. I get it, but
Yeah. Well, and
Whatever.
I think it makes up too for a little bit. Having you be episode number 2 makes up for not being the best man at the wedding. So it's a
amen.
trade-off.
Amen, brother.
So
You hear that, Grant? Hey, man, just the way things worked out, it worked out better than Grant was. He was more prepared and more in the right mind space. He did a beautiful speech at your
at
wedding.
the time, yeah. Dude, I will. What's up with you guys not doing speeches, bro? Fucking wedding.
Dude, I hate speeches. Mike, I remember I was at a funeral one time and like I was like sitting there and my uncle had passed away. And my mom, like I was sitting there like sad, I'd have been like 13.
Oh shit.
He was my favorite uncle. Like I loved him a lot, but she was like, get up there and like force you, like get up there and say something. I'm like, what do you want me to say? Like I don't I hate doing public speaking is my least favorite thing. I don't like it because all eyes on me. Like, and then I don't know, man. That's as I want to try and do stand up.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're doing good right now. You just can't see the eyes. That's the thing.
I don't like it. Like, yeah, I don't know. And then like at weddings, it's like I don't know, dude. If you're not the man, like I know everyone wants to give a speech, but like I don't know.
Well, see, the thing is, I didn't think twice about it at the time. I was just like, okay, like if anyone else has anything to say, like now's the time. If not, we're gonna get to food or whatever.
Yeah.
No one did. Whatever. And then we go to Grant's wedding, and fucking everybody comes up and does a speech. And it's
Really?
like, yeah, everybody.
Even I went out.
Yeah, you fucker.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, it's like, dude, Does anyone even like Grant? What the fuck are we doing?
No.
I wasn't drunk enough for yours.
Gotcha. It's so I've noticed a pattern where I just talk so much shit on Grant in the podcast. Grant, if you're listening, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
We love you.
We love you. It comes out of love. See, that's the thing. If we didn't like you, we wouldn't care that you never came around. But since we like you so much, we got to talk shit because you never come around.
My dad says the same shit. It makes sense.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You know, you get a little ribbon. But yeah, no. What made me think of it is you mentioned smoke bombs. That made me think of one of the first times I hung out with Alex. Do you remember? I don't know if this is the first time we met each other.
in Diamond Bar. It wasn't the first time. It wasn't the first time we met each other.
We had met like once or twice before that, but he came over to my house for 4th of July.
Yeah.
And this is back when Gears of War was all in, and we had well, it was first in. It was like Gears of War 1.
Yeah, slow down, dude.
Like OG.
It
took some smoke bombs and wrapped them up in a string, and or like something like that, and would light them and would twirl them and like underhand throw them like a smoke grenade in Gears.
I remember this specific because Cruz and I became friends. Like your mom was dating one of my dad's friends, and then just it worked out that way. He's like, hey, she's got a kid. He's my stepdad too. He's like, yeah, well, she's got a kid too. It was pretty early on because I think they were married already, my parents. So obviously I was around, but it just worked out, and Cruz came over that first night, and the first thing Cruz ever said to me was, have you seen Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny? And then we just kind of hit it off. I was like, no, I've never. And then he corrupted the shit out of me.
Dude, I remember, did you even, this is like at a different time, but we all went camping, like with my mom, her boyfriend, and your parents. And I was sneaking beers from the cooler. Did you drink with me that night?
No, I didn't. I was a good kid.
That's right. So that was before I fully corrupted you.
You the first time I ever got drunk was with Cruz.
Was that at the river?
That was in Arizona, at Lake Havasu.
Yeah.
When we were freshmen in high school, or you were a freshman, I was an 8th grader. No, you were a sophomore now.
Oh, okay.
I didn't drink till I was in high school because game over. After that, it was just fucking degeneracy till now.
Yeah, I apologize to your liver.
Cruz had this crinkled up just water bottle of fucking with a yellow tint in it. It was rum, right?
Yeah, it was like lemon flavored rum, lemon Bacardi or some shit.
Yeah, and there was these two girls. They were pretty. One of them was pretty cute. I mean, we were like freshmen. I was a freshman. We were young. We were like 14. These girls, they're 17, 18. They're about to be, and we made the biggest fool of ourselves.
Didn't I get in the bed with them? Didn't I? Because we were sleeping in the living room and they were sleeping on the air mattress, and I think I was all drunk.
I remember Cruz
what's
leaned
going
over.
on?
How cool we must have thought we were, because Cruz. I remember you were like, "Hey," it was all quiet at night. It's like we have alcohol.
They were like, ew. Dude, shit was the worst going, because I did that a couple times where I snuck alcohol at the Lake Havasu house, and what we would do is you would sneak it out of the cooler. Like during the day while you're at the beach, and like hide it so you could take it back to the house and drink it once your parents were asleep. But it spent all day like in a hot backpack, and so literally, dude, like one time Grant was there, we were in the river, and we like took turns. Like I'm gonna go shower, and I had like hot beer, like a can of hot beer, just
anything to get drunk, dude.
Yeah, just fucking. Oh god.
I remember this night in particular, because Cruz is actually the reason that I play guitar now. Like a big part of it, not the reason I still play. I don't think about you every time I'm, hitting those sick riffs.
I think about you.
But you're a big contributor as to why I play the guitar, because Cruz was sick he was shredding at 12, 13 years old. You were getting down on it. And I was like, damn. That night, you and I we started drinking outside. I don't remember why, but there was a stack of pillows outside, and we were sitting on top, or sitting on top of something. We were up high, and we had the alcohol bottle tucked behind. It was nice. But we were drinking that, and you taught me how to play Stairway to Heaven that night.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I still every time I play Stairway to Heaven, which is rare, but the times that I do play Stairway to Heaven, I think about that.
Nice.
It's like, it's on repeat.
That's awesome. Dude, see, that's what I love about these, like doing this and stuff like that, is I forgot about that. I remember the vague, like us getting drunk in Havasu and stuff like that, but I
have vivid memories of those times, dude. Like the early days of getting drunk. It was fun, dude. Like I remember that feeling, like fuck, this is fucking sick, dude. Just falling over like
Dude, do you remember
at the high school game.
that time we went camping, the time that you didn't drink, but
Yeah.
I think I drank at least 10 beers because I remember I counted and I got to double digits, but I got you to come with me to go like sneak off, like to go drink like
I think so.
in the trees, and then someone was like, your uncle was coming, it's like, oh shit, toss the beer, and I threw it and it just, there was a tree right next to me, it just hit the tree and just landed on the ground next to us, and I was like, run.
Was that the trip that my uncle shit the tent?
I don't know, I don't remember that. What happened?
There was a camping trip we went on. Those were sick, dude. I think we should bring those back, to be honest with you, because
I know
we got a good, decent friend group now that could probably handle that. You know, I have all the equipment that we used to use. It's in my warehouse.
Nice.
I was using it for a little bit, you know, last year, but I still have it. It's ready to go.
Dude, I'm down. Let's make it happen.
But my uncle got super fucking drunk at one of these. I don't know if you were in this one or not.
I
But-
don't remember this story.
Dude, he got wasted, dude, just hammered. And he couldn't make it to the bathroom, bro, and he just like shit everywhere. He like you know how like throw up is like like you project, it was like projectile shit. And he was sharing the tent with his son, you know.
Oh, no.
He still talks about it to this day because he was just like, you're my son, like help me clean this up.
Oh god.
Just shit everywhere, dude. I think I still have the tent. I'm not even joking. There's
It still
Yes, we
smells.
do. Yes, we do. Because on this camping trip, I didn't know. I hadn't busted out the camping gear in years. But I went on this trip where my truck got named Jolyne, and you know, X and I are sleeping in the tent, and I noticed it already. Like there was like kind of some stains on the on the wall.
Did you tell her?
She asked.
Oh no.
She was like, what is all that in there? And I was like, I thought about it. I was like, oh, when it hit me, I was like, oh fuck. I was like, this is the tent.
I guess we're sleeping in the teepee with the mice, dude.
I was like, my uncle shit the fucking tent, dude.
It's I like how you're pointing up. It's like on the walls.
It was. I have the tent still. When we blow it up or when you set it up, you can see it like
He was sleeping on his stomach and it just fucking geysered out.
It's like paintball splatters. He's like yeah. But anyway.
Oh my god, dude.
That was one of those times.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Luckily, that was one of the times we stayed at a campsite where they did have showers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he got to, because could you imagine?
Oh god. The long drive home.
Camping sucks, dude. Like it actually,
yeah.
like when you don't have like a place to piss and like it's just a piss, you know. You don't realize how lucky
Yeah.
everything is because it's kind of miserable.
Yeah, dude, we went camping one time with Grant. I think it was Yosemite or something like that, or one of those places close by.
Is that when he was dating that bartender from?
Yeah, yeah. No, but we went camping one time, and they're like, so when you get there, they're like, make sure you put all of your food and all of your shampoo and all your anything that has any scent on it in this like bear-proof box.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait, what? They're like, oh yeah, if you leave anything out, like bears will come like ravage your shit. It's like, what? Like this is allowed? This is California, bro. This isn't fucking Montana where the bears just roam.
Dude,
you know,
they're animals, dude. You want to go? Do you know Jim Gaffigan?
Yeah.
He's not the. I mean, I think he's hilarious. He's kind of a clean comic.
Yeah, I like him.
But he does a super funny thing about camping, like a bit on camping, and he's like, why do they use the term happy camper? He's like, the only time they use that is like, he is not a happy camper. He's like, you know who is a happy camper? The guy leaving the campsite who gets to go home and take a shower.
Dude, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm definitely
It's
not an
fun.
outdoorsman.
I like it, dude. I do like it. I was talking to a friend the other day about like long-term type stuff, and I'm like, I could legitimately see myself living like somewhere else, like Montana for, you know. I used to go there in the summers. It's beautiful, dude. Like,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hanover.
Yeah, exactly.
it's beautiful. Like, dude, being outdoors, it's as life's gone on, I've more and more, because I've been inside like playing games and stuff all my life. So like, just, you know, you start to appreciate certain things. Like, just even the ocean is one of the the good outdoors type stuff too. But
Yeah.
I love it, man. Like just for a couple days though. It's like you can't be there all the time.
Yeah, we went. We got an Airbnb up in like Idlewild near like Big Bear or something like
recently,
that.
right?
Yeah, a
Mhm.
couple weeks ago. And dude, the best part about going up to the mountains was being inside in the Airbnb. It was a nice place. It was super cool. But dude, it was just pouring down rain the entire time. And like, you know, in the mountains, there's no fucking street lights or anything. So and we have our dogs with us, so we don't want them going to the bathroom in the house. So we got to take them outside to walk. And dude, you walk outside, it's pitch black and just like you can't see in front of you because it's pouring down so hard. You're hunkered down. And all you just hear is from the rain. It was like, oh my god, this is what people fucking live like out here,
dude.
This is crazy.
Like the last time, again, the ex, we used to go camping a lot. That's why this is the only reason why I have these stories about it, because we used to go camping quite a bit. I think we went last year probably like 6 times, but we stayed at a place and it's terrifying. It's the fucking worst. Like we stayed at a place called like Windy Falls or something like that. It's on BLM land, not
No, yeah.
not those ones.
What's BLM land?
Something Bureau of Land Management or something like that. It's like California. So BLM land.
I thought the communists bought it with their BLM money or something.
No. So basically, what that means, it's like the Bureau of Land Management But you don't like, you know, you go to a campsite, like you go down here to camp at the beach, you're gonna have to pay like $40 a night or something like that. It's kind of, this place is just, it's open land. Like there's not official campsites. Like there is like there's little pits and stuff. But it's like $8. Like it's nothing but it's out there. Like
you're roughing it.
You need some. I rented like a super lifted like 4-wheel drive truck and everything for that one because we were like climbing up. Fucking, it was sketchy.
Oh shit.
But dude, it's at nighttime and there's nobody. That's the thing is like we're tented, and usually when you stay at a campsite, you know, you see the other campers, you see the lights on the other side, you hear smoke, music, whatever. Nobody. Damn. Like it was just us, and then we're camping there, and one car pulls up, like probably 50 feet away.
No shit.
Never got out of the car. Never like just was there. And we were like, what the fuck? And we're in the middle with zero service. We're in like the tippest, you know, one of the highest points in Arizona at this point. Just nothing, and it's called Windy. It's called Windy Canyon, Windy Fall, something like that. I got to figure it out, but it's not lying, dude. Because at nighttime, it was like, and we also were on a bunch of mushrooms.
Nice.
Yeah, because that was a couple of the experiences we had was taking mushrooms and like being, you know, out in the wilderness was awesome. This time was like, it was a bad one. It was a bad one, like where you're tripping, fucking, and then the tent. It looks like the wind just comes. It looks like as if somebody's like pushing their body like on the fucking tent,
freaking out.
But it has an imprint of like the wind's so gnarly. It lit like we didn't sleep like all night long because you stay up on mushrooms anyway. And dude, it's literally like as if somebody was like on the curtain right here, like full body imprint, just like.
Oh, dude, I bet with fucking mushrooms going on.
It's just like, and then we knew that the guy was there, and we're just like, dude, this is super fucked up.
Yeah, dude, that's freaky. That's some fucking Wolf Creek shit.
I gotta go pee. It's like nice knowing you. It was so,
shit in the tent.
dude, it's so bad.
Dude, that's how I felt. Like I said, like they were all sketchy about bears when we went camping. Like I didn't want to leave the tent to go to the bath because it's like nighttime, and it's like fuck, I gotta piss. I've been drinking all day. Like fuck, I just pissed and shit in the tent, dude.
Did you?
Just like your uncle. No, I'm kidding. But I was scared. I remember being scared when I went to the bathroom.
Cut a hole. Aim it out.
A little glory hole.
Yeah. Little glory hole for the bear.
Yeah, right. If I can reach in, just grab you. Dude, that shit's fucking freaky, man. Bears are like, I've never seen one in real life, but like just the idea of a fucking giant killing machine that's just like its sole purpose is to just eat things alive with its fucking hands and face.
Most animals, dude.
Yeah. Well, predators
For sure. They're hungry. It's like they don't have a moral code.
The thing about bears is they're so fucking big. And like I said, I've never seen one in person, like other than like at a zoo, you know.
Yeah.
But like the idea like there are dogs that'll fuck you up. Like a big pit bull will fuck you up.
Yeah.
And like imagine a pit bull the size of a car.
Yeah.
You know, like what
With
the
claws.
Fuck? Yeah. It's weird, man. It's weird knowing that like those things they're just out there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Kanye West, dude. You ever stay up late at night being like just knowing that he's out there, like just doing his thing? It's like, I'm sketched out, bro.
I like it, dude.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
I like it, dude. I like the animals. Like, I don't know. I'd rather see them. I don't like to go to zoos. I like to go to zoos. Like, they serve a purpose, you know. But I would love to go see you ever seen those like African safari tours and stuff where they're basically like just in a car?
Yeah, like the wild animal park.
Ooh.
Yeah, those are fun.
That's cool. I would love to like just in the wild habitat, like just to see a fucking lion get down and something. But
yeah,
that kind of stuff. I love like that, dude. They're sick, man. It's just watching. It's like it's nature. It sucks.
Yeah.
Like you watch a thing just get eaten alive.
Yeah, dude. I'm waiting for Jurassic Park to come out. You know that shit's like real life Jurassic Park. That's like
For
a
sure.
couple decades away, bro.
Yeah.
Where you actually get to watch it eat the goat, and your kids all, what happened to the goat? You know what happened to the goat.
In our lifetime, we'll probably see something pretty similar.
Yeah.
But I think we have too much technology now, like to do like AI or not AI, but just what are the like robotic type stuff. They could recreate it without actually recreating it.
Yeah, but I'm talking like fucking cloning that shit. You know, it's like straight up Jurassic.
They
Park
made a
style.
movie about it, dude.
I know, dude, and that wasn't that long ago, and already, dude. This is kind of little related, but did you watch that episode? I forget the guest, but Joe had somebody on who was like some like guy who owns like a lot of land. They found
Alaska.
They found like a frozen mammoth or something.
Went obsessed about that, dude.
And they ate it.
Yeah.
I think you might have been the one who actually told me about that before you were like, dude, you got to check out that episode. They found like a mammoth preserved in ice, and they like got it out somehow, and they fucking ate some of it.
Dude, it's preserved. It's frozen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's frozen. It's ready to go. I mean,
that's the most human thing of fucking like, cause like they didn't eat it because they were starving. You know what I mean? Like they're all like, oh shit, there's a mammoth. I'm gonna eat this shit.
Dude,
like,
cut a little piece.
Just so I can say I ate some mammoth.
Would you not?
I mean, I guess if I see, that's the thing. Like I said, I'm not an outdoorsman, so that wouldn't be my first thought. I'd be like, what the fuck do I do with this?
There's certain. I mean, I wouldn't eat certain animals, but for the most part, I'm down to. I mean, a mammoth. Dude, they said 12,000-year-old mammoth. Like,
if someone was serving it and I could afford it, for sure, with a nice fucking aged whiskey, 50,000-year-old whiskey.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if they were eating them. That episode was sick because that was the one that I was real into that. I made my grandpa watch it too. We were just like geeking out on the fucking like the fact that there's all this like the ice age, dude. Like it just shows how long shit's been here for a long time. That's what I'm trying to say. It's cool. It's cool that shit's been here for forever.
Yeah. You know, it's another. It just made me think of like having something frozen in ice. Do you guys know? I think it's the Gulag Archipelago.
No.
It's a book about like living in the gulags. It's like written by. It's like a book compiled of different stories of like various prisoners. It was like written on toilet paper and scraps of paper. That was like the author was a prisoner in the gulags in Soviet Russia and put this book together. And the book opens with referencing a news article that was talking about like 50,000-year-old salmon or whatever discovered in frozen river, and it's talking about how like oh yeah, like it, some workers were like mining or whatever, and they broke into the ice and they found these ancient fish frozen, preserved in the ice, and they ate it. Like, haha, like isn't that funny? And then the author reflects like most people read that article and like chuckle at it like, oh, that's so funny, but like it's not funny to me because I know who those workers were prisoners in the gulag, and they didn't eat that shit for fun. That was the first fresh meat they had in fucking years.
Okay.
They ate that shit ravenously, like animals.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Dude, the idea of, like... It's one thing to be like, oh, a mammoth? Like, this is fun. Versus, like, frozen fucking... like, eating, like, with your fucking bare hands and shit. Like, dude, the Gulag Archipelago, and there's a short version, or, like, the short similar story by the same author called... One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich.
Okay.
And it's a short book about what life is like one day in living in the gulag, and it's fucking brutal, man. It's like, dude.
What is the gulag?
They're concentration camps.
Oh, okay.
So like if you were, if you were the first one to stop clapping at a rally for Stalin, you got thrown into the gulag and
nice.
forced labor camp.
Okay.
And dude, it's so because it was written by actual prisoners in the who were like they were actually prisoners in these gulags, so like
Yeah.
they know what it was like, and they just like describe like how like for example like they get like just straight up like mush for food, and like oh, like when you got grits you knew it was a good day, like, but today they were serving like Chinese oatmeal. Like Chinese oatmeal is like has no flavor, but like when you got grits, like you made sure not to eat it right away. You would make sure like you'd take a bite and you'd swish it around in your teeth and get it all over your mouth so you could just preserve the flavor for as long as possible.
Damn.
It's like unflavored fucking grits.
Yeah.
You know.
All the shit.
Yeah, so imagine finding some frozen salmon. Oh, dude, that's fucking fine dining right there, dude.
All right, so speaking of old salmon, I'm going to switch it up for just a sec here.
Yeah.
Same uncle.
I see where this is going. Old salmon.
He just moved into a new apartment. I helped him move some stuff, but he had a refrigerator in storage, and he said I just wanted to go see it yesterday. It's all coming up fresh. But he told me that he got the fridge. It's been in storage for like 10 years, dude. It's been sitting in there.
No.
They saran wrapped it and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, he bought a new one, but he's like, we opened it up. He's like, we left a piece of salmon in there for fucking 10 years, dude.
Oh
There
my
was
God.
a piece of salmon. He said the smell was like,
It's like a woman's locker room.
dude, just it was just fucking gross, dude.
Oh man. Oh, that's brutal. That's fucking. Ugh. What did it look like?
I don't know, because I didn't ask. I was just like, but my first thought was like, was there bugs?
Oh, I thought you were there when they.
I didn't see it. He just told me the story
Oh,
yesterday.
okay. So you didn't
It's
get to
just
smell it yourself.
The uncle's fresh in the mind with the shit and the camping. And then he had another gross story where he told me he opened up his fucking thing and they left a piece. I'm like, how'd you leave a piece of salmon in the fridge when you guys were moving it, dude? Like, what the fuck?
That just seems like that almost sounds like something
Irresponsible.
you do on purpose, just to like a time capsule, you know? Like, I'm gonna put this fridge in storage for 10 years, and I'm gonna see what the salmon smells like.
Luckily, it was wrapped with like a bunch of like, it's not saran wrap, but what the,
yeah.
just the moving wrap or whatever.
Oh,
So
God,
no bugs were in there, but dude, fuck,
Oh God,
a
imagine.
rotting piece of meat for 10 years.
Oh my God, 10 years. Holy shit, that's funny.
Ugh.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't think you could cook that one up. That's no preserved preserved mammoth. That ain't in a frozen lake.
No.
Oh, anyways, I guess just to so I can
You guys want a
get this,
shotgun a beer?
yeah, let's get to that. I'm down. Are you guys ready
Yeah.
for the next round? All right. So before we do that, I just want to finish my thought of dude, I'm just super stoked to have you here. If I don't manage to say it before the end of the podcast, you are my longest standing Orange County friend. The only friends that have outlasted you are my Diamond Bar friends, but I
Fuck
never
those
see
guys, dude.
Look into the camera, say it.
What are their names?
Alex, Justin, and James.
Well, I'm not gonna say Alex sounds like a cool guy, but fuck the other two, dude. You guys know what's up.
Yeah, but dude, I remember when I first moved here in 8th grade, I didn't know anybody, and my first day in middle school, I was like just hoping to find Alex so I could like have somebody to sit with, and I didn't know where you were, like we hadn't pre-established like
Yeah.
where to eat lunch. I just saw some other kid sitting by himself, some not so popular kid, so I go sit down with him, and it was like, dude, like a TV show, like about high school or middle school or whatever. Like Alex is like, dude, you can't sit with that guy,
Dude.
Like you're gonna become a social pariah.
Dude, I feel bad about shit like that now, like looking back on it, because dude, this thing bugs me to this day, and I still like think about it from time to time. I hope the kid's doing fine. I'm sure he's fine. I used to sit at lunch in high school, with my group of friends.
Mm-hmm.
We were nerds too, but like there was a kid that just sat by himself every day, and I'm like, all it would have taken was for you to go, hey man, like I would totally do that now, but just being a kid, like we just look at him like, what the, Dude, I still think about it now, where I'm like, why didn't you just go say, and why didn't there was 10 of us at least, why didn't any of them also go and say, hey dude,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you want to get the stink on you, dude. You don't want to turn weird, too.
luckily he didn't kill the school or nothing like that, but because he looked a little, he looked a little,
yeah. It was before it was popular to shoot up the school.
he looked like Blake from Workaholics.
I don't know that show.
Oh,
I know of it.
long hair guy.
David hair.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He had David hair, and he would wear a flannel all the time, and like
Yeah.
just jeans. It was normal kid, like normal dressing wise, but I don't know why it bugged the shit out of me. Just dude, why didn't you just go say, hey, you know, do you want to have lunch with us?
Well, dude, because you never know. Sometimes you'll reach out to a kid like that, and they turn out to be like actually kind of cool, and you make a friend. But like, dude, I won't lie. I got a special kind of like distaste for kids that are really weird and are assholes.
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of kid who's just like looks funny, probably smells bad, sits by himself in the corner, and then you're like, you know what, dude, this guy could probably use a friend. Like, hey man, how's it going? Like, what? What do you want? It's like, dude, I'm gonna fucking give you a wedgie now.
Yeah.
Bro. I want your fucking lunch money. That's what I want. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? It's like, bro, look, your personality is all you got. That's the only asset that you have, man, and it needs some work.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, it's just a trip. Like, I don't know. I think about that shit all the time.
yeah.
And then I'm sure they turn out fine, you know, but like you're so young and you're growing up and like not growing up, but like how much have you changed since, you know, you were, what were we, like 16, 15?
Yeah. Well, what's funny is when you see the kids who are kind of like meek weirdos in high school, and then outside of high school they like kind of reinvent themselves and become all like way extra. Like I remember there was a kid, he was like a kind of weird nerdy
Real
kid.
scrawny.
Yeah, little scrawny nerdy
He was
kid
like
in
saying
high
how
school.
big he is now. Cruz, look how big I am.
Well, no, he had a. So we're just like standing near each other. I think we like acknowledge each other's presence, and then he just goes like, "Hey, you see that bike outside?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "That's mine."
Nice.
You know, it's pretty loud when you're on the street, but you know, people hear me coming. It's like, what are you talking about? And I just took his lunch money right there. I was like, fuck this kid.
Like 21 years old. Just give me your lunch money.
Yeah.
Buy me lunch.
Just grabbed his ankles and shook him upside down.
Oh, fuck. Let's shotgun those beers, dude.
All right. Let's do it.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Just the whole high school thing. I've reconnected with the high school, you know, person recently. It's weird, dude.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's weird, like, because, you know, like exchanging stories about stuff, and it's just like we know all the same people and all the same, you know, but like went to totally different, like just had a whole different experience throughout the entire thing. It's kind of, I was a good kid. Like
Yeah.
hearing some stories, I'm like, I was definitely a good kid.
Yeah. I mean, I was a pretty good kid too. Like I felt like, oh man, like
No.
sometimes I drink, but then then you fucking realize how other people, like some kids are like, oh yeah, I was stoned every day before class, like used to fucking pop pills and do heroin. It's like, what the fuck? Where were you at, dude?
I'm hearing those stories, dude, like
Yeah.
a lot. Whereas that, like, I'm like, you're like 16 years old. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude. And then, you know, sometimes it keeps going. Dude, I think I've told you the story before, but one time I smoked heroin in front of me.
Really?
Yeah, we were, and I didn't even, so we were at a party at his mom was out of town or something, so he was having a party at his house.
Yeah.
And this is when I was dating, and we got in like some kind of fight, and she left, and her friend, who I was like kind of friends with, was there, and like we go into his bedroom. I'm all drunk, and I'm just like ranting, like venting about like, oh, my fucking girlfriend and shit. And like as I'm talking to her and venting, she's like listening, like, oh yeah, totally. Like I don't really notice her fucking take out this knife and start like scraping some tinfoil. And then next thing I know, she starts smoking. And I'm like, what is that? She's like, oh, it's tar. I'm like, what's that? She's like, heroin. I'm like, what? And then fucking comes in the bedroom. He's like, what are you guys doing? And then she's like, smoking tar. He's like, oh, let me get some of that. And he fucking just starts smoking heroin. And I'm just sitting there drunk, all like, so anyways, my girlfriend.
Bizarre, dude.
My girlfriend left early and I'm sad.
So nuts.
Yeah, and she texted me the next day and was like, hey, I'm so sorry for that. Like, that was so trashy. I shouldn't have just started smoking tar in front of you. And I was like, no worries. Don't sweat it, I guess.
Not all about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Man. Well, okay, let's speaking of high school days, we're gonna have us a good old shotgun here.
This is something I like. That this is the boys' tradition right here, dude. It's never stopped.
Yeah.
Every time, you know,
We get on camera.
we don't see each other all that often. But
Is
when,
it on all of us?
Yeah,
but when we do, we got a shotgun a beer,
Gotta.
sir.
Here you go. Pass it
Oh,
around.
thank you. That's a big ass hole, dude. Fuck.
it's not the first time.
That's what he said. Dude, it's been a while since I did one of these,
Yeah, fuck.
so this shit's gonna be brutal.
Gentlemen, some ships sink and some ships float, but the best kind of ships are friendships.
Cheers, my
Cheers.
friend.
Cheers.
Oh my god.
Like a nice punch to the chest.
Oh my god, dude.
Thank you, Daddy Dorp.
That's no longer okay.
Classic. Dude, train hard, party hard. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that was good shit.
Dude.
No.
You all right, dude? Fucking, it's been a while for the trash man here.
I don't think I can do that anymore, dude.
Dude, no, it's seriously, it's getting that. We're getting to the point where it's like I feel like I got punched.
Bro,
in the chest.
that was a straight like that was scary.
Yeah, dude, it makes me feel better though. That's how I feel every time. So, and usually you guys are fine.
I'm pretty confident with my shotgunning abilities because I've always been sick at it. Like I've always been able to just down the hatch. That one was not okay.
Yeah. Well, while you're recovering,
holy fuck.
While you're recovering there, Alex, just to wrap it up. Super stoked to have you here, longest standing friend, and I just wanted to give a shout outs to this computer that we're using right now. Every podcast that has been uploaded to this point was on the computer that you gave me.
That thing's still running, huh?
Yeah, and I'd like to give credit where credit's due. You know, we mentioned the last podcast, like stuff that Tiffany and David have done.
Jesus,
like,
man.
You gave me the computer that we are currently using and that we will be using for a while. So, hey, you have contributed to this podcast heavily in your own way. So, thank you for that. Glad to have you.
I'd say more, dude, but my chest is not okay right now.
It's all good. It's all good.
What I wanted to talk to you about is I listened to the first episode, and I liked how what I learned. I didn't know your and Tiffany's like full story. It was nice to hear like how you guys actually met, and you know, just you guys were like doing little details and stuff like that. So I wanted to talk to you about that, about how we met.
Yeah,
And
same
we
here.
we were going for it a little bit, and then we get sidetracked, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
I brought my notepad because I'm gonna be taking down notes here.
Fucking Kanye, dude.
Okay.
Jot that down. Jot that down.
Hit blur.
Yeah, dude. I think the first time we met was like you said that night that I came to your house, and then I asked you about Tenacious D. We played some guitar together. And then you ended up seeing Tenacious D like later that week or something. Like you saw it very.
To your recommendation, yeah.
Yeah.
It was your recommendation. I went to go see Tenacious D, and then pulled up on 4th of July. It was just like me and Cruz kept constant reoccurrence. Then your mom and the boyfriend had gotten pretty serious at this point, so you guys had moved down this way.
Yeah. That's what brought us out here to Orange County.
And then Cruz was like, you're one of the only people that like that I still have a friendship with, like from way back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
There's like one other guy, like two other guys like that, Jake and James.
Yeah.
They're the only two that are like still buddies, you know?
Dude, we need to get Jake on here. You know he's moving?
I do. I'm going to his baby shower. He's having a second kid.
Yeah, on the 25th.
Isn't that crazy? People are having fucking children and
Makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, Daddy Dorp over here.
dude. Jesus.
Don't mention throwing up, dude. You might induce Alex to vomit here.
I had things I wanted to talk about. I can't remember any of them. Fuck.
But no, it's just been it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride, fucking back in the. Because right now, I mean, we've talked on the podcast before. You can kind of see like Alex is in good fucking shape here.
No, I don't learn my lesson. Look.
Well, when we first met, you had to lose weight to play football, didn't you? Because like normally you hear about playing football, you gotta like put weight on because of like the age. Yeah.
No,
like
it's because it's called. I don't, dude. I would really like to see if they actually still call it this, but when I was playing football, it used to be called the different leagues were called Pee-wee, like, and then they had midget and junior midget. Those were the names of like the different of like the different fucking what's it called.
If they haven't come for that yet, that's next on the chopping block.
I bet you they're not called that anymore.
Yeah, that's one of the forbidden words, man.
Midget, junior midget, Pee-wee. So like I was always I was a fat kid. I was always a fat kid. I still am a fat kid. I was talking to a buddy the other day. I was like, dude, like I can be a dick sometimes, but like he's like, you get away with it because you're kind of fat. Thanks, dude.
That's right. What were you saying? Like, yeah, dude, if you act the way you'd act, but like you're in shape.
If I got shredded and like acted this way, it'd be fucking
man,
game
what a
over.
fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Guy's a douchebag.
But
Like goes line dancing.
but it's okay because I'm kind of fat, so it's like it works out, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always had to cut weight. I had to like wear trash bags, like instead of getting to practice. I like football. Like I really appreciate that my mom put me in it. She forced me to play football, and like now, you know, if I have kids, I'll be a more progressive. First of all, kids are doing jiu-jitsu and fighting and shit. They ain't doing that gay ass fucking football, basketball. They're gonna wrestle and they're gonna I wish I could have gone back and done it. Like now, I wish I would have taken wrestling seriously. You know, because how much of the game I didn't know. I mean, you don't know.
You had no idea you'd be super into jiu-jitsu 10 years later.
What your life turns into. Yeah, it's like, oh fuck, I love this. I didn't love it then though. I hated it. I just didn't want to do anything. I was fucking inside all the time. But she made me play football, and then I had to go with the older kids because the older kids get more weight. And then I still couldn't make the weight, so I had to freaking always cut weight. I like 10 years old. I was on the Atkins diet.
That's right, yeah.
Just eating chicken and
baggie of fucking chicken.
Dude, it sucked. I don't know why my mom did that to me.
I know it's funny that like you were cutting weight for football. Like that's like a wrestling thing. If anything, it should have translated over.
Well, when you get to high school football, it's different. Then they start.
That's true.
Then they start feeding you muscle milks, and literally they'd make us. It was somebody's job every week to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the team. So you make 2 loaves of bread. You get 2 loaves and make PB&Js for the entire team. And after your workout, after the lift, everyone was required to drink a muscle milk and eat 2 PB&Js. Fucking disgust. Yeah.
That shit sounds. And are the steroids optional?
Dude, kids were on cycles in high school, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like,
you always heard about that shit.
What the fuck?
Did you ever do that shit? No.
I was talking to somebody about it the other day. They were like, would you ever do steroids? And I don't think so. I just don't think so. Maybe like when I'm 40, I'll do some TRT or something like that. But
yeah.
I don't. I'm pretty strong. Like,
dude, I know guys who are like in their 20s who are doing TRT right now, bro.
Like, what are the lasting effects of that? You know, I don't know what the deal is with that.
That's what I said, and they're like, oh no, my doctor said it's fine. Like, guys, it's like you can do it at this age, and like it totally doesn't have an effect on. Because I told like I'd be down for something like that too, but A, later in life, and B, after I've had kids. Like I want to have my kids. You know, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the most healthy person, but I'm not trying to make it worse than I already am, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel the need. Like, if I was not able to, like, handle things, like, if I wasn't able to, like, you know, be decently strong with stuff, like, those roided out guys, I roll with them all the time, and it's like, yeah, they're strong, but it's like, it's nothing that's, like, it's not a huge advantage. It's I'm strong enough to where I can handle situations, like, in drilling and stuff, or rolling and stuff like that. It's not the end of the world. Something. Yeah. If I was a weak bitch, maybe.
Yeah, dude, that's one thing to talk about weak bitches. Fucking me. I remember that one thing that I always noticed is that like it was so frustrating because like I was decent at grappling. I did jiu-jitsu for a year with you guys, and there'd be some guys in there who are like just yoked, like fucking like. Cody's super strong, but he also like actually he's got good technique too. But like there was one guy.
Debatable.
what's the like? Is that bald guy still there? The like Middle Eastern looking. Yeah. Like I don't know how good he is now, but at the time he was like a fresh white belt.
He's strong.
Crazy strong, like fucking jacked, and like you could clearly see that my technique was so much better than his, but like I'd be on top of him and he'd literally just like bench press me off of him, and it's like, dude, this isn't cool. Yeah, like what the fuck. You know. Like
everyone's got it. You got different strengths, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to be strong, I should probably lift some fucking weights instead of drinking beer and eating pizza and shit.
Yeah, but what's more fun?
Exactly. Yeah, you want to hear my thoughts on that? Check out the last episode.
I did. I listened to that, dude. The burger or pizza.
Oh yeah.
I thought about it for a minute. I was like, I'm burger all the way.
Really?
I was. I was. But then I was like, man, pizza's sick. Like, it's not because of the laziness factor or because it's all one. Like, to what you said is it's all one thing. It's pizza's the best, dude. Like,
well, see, the best thing is about pizza is that if you like sandwiches, it's like, well, pizza or burger, I really like bread. You just take 2 slices, put them on top of each other, and you got a pizza sandwich.
There you go.
There you
go.
Dude, yeah, that's it. Yeah, them Italians, they got
Stromboli. But I will say, like, there's like, because a restaurant burger is different. Restaurant burgers are like, nah, I don't fuck with restaurant burgers.
Yeah.
What I like is like a backyard barbecue where the they're making the burger on the grill and they're like, this big. And
yeah. Dude, wrestling tournament burgers always bang.
Those are better than pizza.
Yeah, and they're always like $5. $5 for like a fucking like just nice, just tastes good, just simple, just fucking meat, cheese, some condiments, and they like flies all over the fucking the vegetables. Yum.
Dude, that wasn't okay, man.
Okay. Speaking of like low quality but like good burgers, like shout out to fucking local like restaurant Dippity's.
Oh
The
yeah,
donut place?
yeah.
They got burgers?
Yeah.
They have the
Oh hell yeah, they got burgers, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
chicken,
I fucking love Dippity. No,
Okay.
dude, just a cheeseburger with bacon, maybe some avocado. That shit's fucking good.
They always give you like a free donut or two. Like I love them.
That's what you need with your burger, a donut.
I know, they'll just throw in a fucking donut. That's as American as it gets, dude.
Yeah, you want a free donut with this? Could you just put the meat in between?
Oh, dude, that shit's fucked up. I've done that before. We take two like glazed donuts and a cheese, like a burger patty with cheese in between. It's fucked up. Wrestling season, dude. Dude, wrestling season fucks you up. Like when you're cutting weight and starving yourself, like it's seriously like it gives you an eating disorder, dude. Where you're just like so ravenous all the time. Like it's taken a long time. I'm just starting to get to the point where I no longer like eat until it hurts. You know, like I used to be like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat until I physically can't anymore. Right. You know, like that's not fucking good for you.
Yeah, I think that's, I had a little bit, still have a little bit of that too, dude. Because it's like, I'm going to eat it till it's gone. You know, it's like anything in that matter. It's like if there's 6 beers in the fridge, well, it's like they're going to get drank. You know, like,
yeah.
You're going to get drank tonight. There's whatever. If there's a thing in the fridge, it's like I'm eating sushi, dude. Anything.
Yeah.
I'm eating it all today. Like,
dude.
It has to go down today.
Dude, sushi especially. What's fucked up about sushi is like if you go get all you can eat sushi, it's expensive as fuck, and then it fills you up so fast because the rice, and then you're like a half hour later you're hungry again. I
think the first time I had sushi was with you.
Oh, that's right. A good choice.
Yeah. I was going through some kind of breakup again.
Dude, every time.
Bro, I'm always going through a fucking breakup or a thing. So, yeah, it was that time. I was hanging out with the bros again.
Yeah,
You and Tiffany. You guys got me fucking high as I hit the Azura bong.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. That'll fucking do it.
Dude, there's been times I hit that bong and I just have to. I'm like, dude, I gotta lay down. Like I can't. I can't function right. That thing's gnarly.
Yeah, we'll see if she makes a guest appearance by the end.
Absolutely.
I wasn't planning on it. No, I wasn't planning. I did notice if I'm gonna smoke on the podcast, it has to be at the end because I'm just so fucking like, hey, what are we doing? It's so hard for me to maintain a train of thought.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But I guess just before we get too far off of it, we started to talk about football and stuff. I wanted to talk because you actually told me a story I never knew about you. Because when we were in high school, we were super close. We met when I was going into 8th grade. You were going into 7th grade. That's when I moved out here, like over the summer. And then you were like my only friend at the time. So we were really close. Dude, you remember how in the summer my mom would drop me off at your house in the morning?
Watch Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, we would just hang out at your house.
You'd
all
come
day.
with McDonald's, like chicken nuggets at like 10 a.m.
Yeah. We were like fucking like late middle school watching Yo Gabba Gabba. That shit was fucking fun.
Yeah.
Dude, Dorp, give me some Yo Gabba Gabba here.
Yeah,
do you remember that shit?
It was Nick Jr. at that time because that's when kids are gone. They would play SpongeBob and shit up until like 8 o'clock, and then past 8 o'clock it went to Nick Jr.
Dude, just give me the theme song. Just quick, like one, just right there.
Come on, David. Oh, I do remember this guy.
Yeah.
His family's probably proud of his.
Dude, see, this guy was Blippi before there was Blippi. Or not Blippi. Is Blippi there? Yeah. Dude, this guy fucking he set the bar. We were in middle school watching this shit. It's funny because like it almost felt like we didn't even get high at that point. I didn't smoke weed till I was in high school, but like it almost like watching this shit would make you feel like you were stoned.
Watching it now, dude, I'm like, who was smoking what when they came up with this shit? Everybody who's created a cartoon or something is on drugs.
We watched this for like 2 months straight every morning. We'd watch this and eat McDonald's.
Why were you coming over?
Because my mom just wanted me to leave me with you and we'd hang out all day.
Wait, let me see that retarded girl.
That's gone.
Is that Greta Thunberg?
Would you guys?
Sorry, Greta. Don't have me arrested in fucking Romania.
No.
I'll be extradited.
Would you guys, if she was super hot Down syndrome girl?
Oh, like the Victoria's Secret girl?
I can't do that one.
She's cute.
Yeah.
She looks like one of the girls we went to high school with or something, you know.
You spread the love on the spectrum a little bit.
What the fuck is happening?
I'll spread the love on something. But anyways,
How would that
sorry.
work? Would your kid come out normal, or is that genetically, like, would they come out?
I think it like just it's a lottery, you know.
Really?
Like you have like yeah, if you.
Well, I guess Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I like how they didn't even get specific. They just went like, "Oh, he's a little slow," or
No.
whatever. Like they.
Forrest asked. He knew. That was fucked up because he knew he was retarded.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
goes, is he smart?
Well, I mean, like when he was a kid, the doctor's all,
Yeah.
his IQ's fucking 75, and it needs to be at least 80, and then the mom's all, it's just a few points.
And then she banged the doctor.
Yeah, you can fucking hear the fucking like,
Oh, no. Have you ever seen the movie?
Oh, you've
Never?
never seen Forrest Gump?
No.
Dude, that's a screenshot or snapshot of American history there,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you gotta fucking.
I think Jenny, she was a dick.
Oh yeah, no, she was a fucking.
Your mom?
No, he's his love interest.
Oh, yeah.
She's a fucking.
Sounds
hippie.
like sounds like me.
Sick and life is like a box of chocolates. That's all I know.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I'm no different. I go
Yeah.
for the worst fucking chick possible all the time.
Oh, what's relatable about the story actually is how fucking true it is. Like she's just like some hippie slut who just keeps fucking leading him on, leading
Yeah.
her crazy life while he's fucking pining over her, and then she
I'm-
comes back at the end is like, I'm pregnant or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
It's like glad you didn't get AIDS. We have a son, dude.
Dude, fucking spoilers.
Ah, sorry, David.
No, I knew that much.
She dies of AIDS.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It really does capture a lot of American history.
Oh yeah,
It
that's
has the Vietnam War.
yeah, Vietnam War.
It's got
fucking-
AIDS, Black Panther
he was-
parties.
He was named after his uncle, fucking the founder of the KKK.
Kook, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to like to put on bed sheets and ride around on their horses. I didn't really understand, or whatever the fuck he says. But yeah, so you told me a story. That's what it's starting to say is that like we started hanging out. We met in middle school. We became really close, and then when I was a grade above you. So when I went to high school, we kind of like it grew apart a little bit just because
Yep.
we weren't seeing each other all the time. And then I got really into wrestling, and you were all in on football. You know, like we still talked and hung out a little bit because you would wrestle during wrestling season, but other than that, it was mainly football. So you were telling me that there was like some shit your senior year while you kind of got asked out of the team a little bit. You'd never told me that story before.
Oh yeah, there was I don't know, dude. Maybe I wasn't as good as I thought, but there was a moment where like the coach. There was a sophomore who took my starting position as defensive tackle, and I was like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to start as a senior. You're a senior. You want to be on the varsity team. You want to start.
Yeah.
You don't want to get fucking outshined by a sophomore. It sucks. The kid's mom was like super involved with the program and this and that. He was good. Like he wasn't. I'm not saying he was bad or nothing, but like we had a scrimmage where the coach pretty much told, "Hey, all the offensive linemen, you guys are the judge tonight. Like, you tell me who gives you a harder time, like who you have a tougher time blocking tonight." And all the offensive linemen came up to me afterwards and was like, "What's up, starter? Like, you're gonna be starting next week. Like, we all told coach that you're the man." I was like, "Sick, dude." Never happened. I know I did good because I took Adderall that night, and I was on it, dude.
Oh damn.
Adderall's sick.
Dude, maybe you just piss dirty.
It's just whatever. I mean, it is. Times pass. It all works out in the end. But yeah, the football. Well, I don't know if it's like that everywhere, dude. All the freaking if your parents are involved, money gets you places.
Yeah.
Involvement gets you places. She's like a stay-at-home mom, just fucking sucking the coach's dick or whatever. Just working the snack bar, part of the fucking PTA. Like she was in the team. My mom ain't gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
So either I'm a freak. Either I'm a freak athlete. I'm gonna go to the NFL, or I'm not gonna. That wasn't. I was decent enough, but it didn't work.
Yeah, see, I never knew that. I just kind of because we weren't really, especially I graduated. Your senior year, I had already graduated,
Yeah.
so like I never knew that. I just assumed that like you were out there fucking killing it on the football team and shit like that. I do hate that fucking. I mean, like you said, money gets you places. Money, it's like
Money
a monopoly.
talks and bullshit walks.
Yeah, it's like you have enough money, you can do whatever you want. You get away with shit.
Right.
And dude, I remember one year. This is one of my first years coaching. We were leaving the parking lot, like right when school gets out. Everyone's picking up their kids, so the school parking lot's all like super congested, and it's like bumper to bumper traffic for like a half hour. So I was leaving practice, and we were all like kind of sitting there, and like there's rows of cars coming in. There's like the main line that's leaving the parking lot, and then all these different rows that are trying to get in.
Yeah.
And like I'm letting people get in, not egregiously, but like I'm not just gonna fucking make them wait. Like they need to merge in too. And some lady behind me starts fucking honking at me, and my car had a DH Wrestling sticker on the back, and she's like, "Wrestler, move your car!" Like I got places to be, or something like that. Like was upset that I was letting people in.
Yeah.
And like I like rolled down my window, was like, "What do you want me to do? Like I can't go anywhere. Like we're all stuck here together." And then she tried driving around me, so like going outside of the lane, like trying to fucking like totally like. A, it's dangerous, and B, it's fucking like, what the fuck are you doing? You're just breaking decorum, cutting in the line. So I moved over. I like made sure that any direction she went, I was pulling over to get in front of her, and she's like, at one point they were like kind of close because she was trying to go around me. She's a mom,
Yeah.
and her son, some high school kid, I'm like out of high school, like coaching wrestling at this point, is in the passenger seat, and he's like, "Do you want me to fucking kick his ass, mom? Like this guy's like 100 pounds of nothing or something like that." And like, dude, I think I said something along the lines of like, "What the fuck?" I said something like that, because she's being a crazy bitch, and her son's literally like threatening to fucking like attack me.
Yeah.
And then the next day, so the principal comes, is like, "Is Coach Cruz here?" And he comes out and talks to me. She fucking complained that a wrestling coach cursed at her and her son.
What the fuck?
And I told him the whole story. I was like, this is how it went down. Like, they were like, the kid was like threatening me. Like, I'm not threatened by him, but like, dude, you don't do that. Like, he just threatened one of your staff members. Like, a student threatened to assault one of your staff members. That's what happened. And he was like, "I get it. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's just they donate a lot of money. So like, watch it next time." And it just so rubbed me the wrong way. Just like not even like basically saying like, there's no recourse. I'm not going to take the fact that he was threatening a staff member.
Yeah.
And this isn't going to go anywhere. They donate a lot of money, so be careful next time. Like, what?
What the fuck? Basically, you could do whatever you want.
Dude, oh my God.
I want to cut them off more now.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that shit, yeah. So, it's shitty. It's shitty how, like you said, like, because when you told me that story about, like, on your end, your senior year, like, that bummed me out for you. I never knew that. Like, that sounds like some bullshit. Especially because the
cry
team,
over it.
Yeah. But it just sucks knowing, like, the team has your back and, like, they voted for you, but,
Yeah. Like I said, dude, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Well, start doing jiu-jitsu.
No. The most important part is nobody that doesn't like me can't beat me up, And that's all that matters.
Yeah. So that was the next thing I wanted to talk about is, so you've been doing jiu-jitsu for how long now?
Like 3 years?
Fuck, it's been that long?
Yeah.
Damn.
Since 2020.
Damn. That's crazy. Because I remember we started around the same time. But then I stopped, and I just haven't come back to it. I can't believe it's been that long.
It's been a minute, dude.
So what got you into that? Because like you mentioned,
my mom again.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, it was during the pandemic, when the government when they dropped that shit on us, and I had moved out of the place. I was living with Grant. And that whole thing went down, and I moved back home. I was kind of down on myself, overweight, didn't really have I don't know, just didn't have a lot going on.
It was a low point.
Yeah, it was a low point for sure. So my mom I guess she came in one day and she goes, "Hey," she goes, "you don't have to go. Like, if you don't want to," she's like, "but we bought you a month at this place if you want to go check it out." And I don't know, dude, because I was pissed. I was like, damn, like, don't tell me what to do, like don't get me into jiu-jitsu. I was mad. I remember I called Nick that day, the owner of the gym, and I was like, just irritated. I was like, what do I need to wear? You know, like, what should I show up in? He's like, just bring shorts and like a shirt. That's all you need. Like, we'll take care of it. I had no idea what was going on, but I got there, and that's it, dude. The rest, that was it. I got in there, very first day of training. We were going over single leg X, and it was over. Like, the bug just was like, I like this now.
That's and what about it? Because it's just funny to me because, like you said, like you wrestled in high school, it never really like took off for you.
Yeah.
And then it was just so interesting to me how like you said, you just went to like one practice and then that was it. Like you were all in on it.
I don't know, man. It was the guys there at the gym. There's a place that's a special gym that we go to, and there's no other place like it where it's just.
What's it called?
Peaceful Warrior Jiu-Jitsu.
Nice.
But
shout outs.
There's not a place like it. You know, I showed up and it was a couple guys that were just super nice right away. Just, hey man, you know, welcome, your first day, cool, talking to me about stuff. And then the family feeling that you get at the place, there's like nothing else. There's no other place like that I've been to. There's no other place like that where it's just immediately like, and it takes a minute, you know, like anywhere else. You show up, you're new, you know, you're timid, you're not gonna be yourself right away. Like I wasn't gonna go in there full. They didn't get full Alex right away. Now they know. Like I'm fucking infamous there. But
Notorious.
But yeah, it's just you I don't know, man. Something about it was really, I was like, it was a good step forward. It was a positive step forward where I was only, you know, going negatively, like just drinking all the time, doing nothing, eating shitty, drinking all the time. I was fat as fuck, dude. I started jiu-jitsu at like 250 pounds. I weighed 198 this morning. Like I've maintained to stay down lower than.
Damn, dude.
But
fucking 50 pounds.
Just from doing that, I mean, honestly, just from doing that consistently, and I liked it. And then it clicked after a minute too, like, because you start getting decent at it, where it's like you know a thing or two, you know.
Yeah,
I'm confident. It boosts your confidence, like it boosts your just discipline overall. I could tell you from the time I started to now has completely just reshaped every single aspect of my life, whether it, you know, in work, in relationships, in school. Like it's just, yeah, I'm just a whole, I think I'm not there yet. I'm not a fucking, I ain't no guru or nothing like that, but it's definitely like just keeps the mind working good, and you know, you're working out, and for like that 1 hour there's nothing else, like nothing else matters for like that 1 hour. Your phone's away, there's outside world just doesn't exist. It's right here. It's right here. It's all over here. You know, I'm injured right now, so I haven't been there for a couple weeks, but just it's good. I don't know, man. Just something about it. Peaceful Warrior. If I would have went to another place, I don't know if I would have stayed with it as long.
Yeah, that is one thing I will say about. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about Peaceful Warrior, but one thing in particular is that other people have, like from other gyms. Like we hosted a couple Rebellion tournament. Right. We hosted a couple tournaments where like other gyms came to compete and stuff, and multiple people would comment on like, man, like there's just something so special about your guys' place. It's just got such a tight knit family feel. Like not every gym has that. Yeah. You know, and I definitely felt that too. I was there for about a year with you guys, and I think another thing that was really cool is that it was the jiu-jitsu team was kind of relatively new there.
Everyone was new, we all like the guys that I'm still friends with now. That's the thing. I train in another gym now because I moved. I got like buddies, you know, like acquaintances there. Like they're my train, but we don't do shit outside of the gym. All of us like learn together and rose up. The guys that like maintain and stayed there, we all got promoted together. You all watch each other grow. Yeah.
No, that's what I loved about it, is that it really felt like we were all kind of like the grassroots, like beginning crew. I miss it there. It's the only thing is A, I can't afford it, and B, like you mentioned, injuries. I got injured a couple times in the last year. I know you have too. That's another thing I want to talk about. What are you dealing with right
MCL. Now? I got a separated AC joint. I got just all kinds of problems, dude.
Yeah, that is one thing that I do not miss about jiu-jitsu. I miss jiu-jitsu a lot, and there's a charm to it. Don't get me wrong. Like there is a certain kind of charm of like, you know, your face is all raw and you got cuts and bruises and cuts on your toes. Yeah, but like it feels like, oh, that's tough.
My fingers are all fucked up.
Yeah. On the one hand, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, that's the one part that I don't miss, that I'm like, having not done it in a while. Like I don't miss always having something. It was always something. Oh, your fucking neck's tweaked, your shoulder's messed up, like you said, your knee, your ankle, your
It's
fucking.
just yeah, man. You got to take so that's the other. Then you start learning these things about. You got to start balancing some shit out. You got to be like, all right, well, you like doing this, like yeah, more than anything else. So then you have to start taking care of your body in different ways. It's like you need to rest when you need to rest. You need to stretch, like you need to go work out. And I just started lifting weights this year for the first time since playing football. I hate lifting weights, but I'm like, it got to a point because when I started right when I turned 26, I started at Peaceful Warrior and I started training, and I was just going ham because my body allowed me to do it. But now I'm a little weathered,
Yeah.
Just like everyone is in the sport. Like you get banged up. You're using your body every day, and you're going at it like kind of full speed. All the time. Shit's gonna happen. You're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
So you have to take like preventative care for just different things. So it's all together. It's just made me more aware, more more cautious for sure. My game's changed. Like you watch your game change as like I started with only a little bit of wrestling background. My only moves were try and shoot a double leg, try and shoot a single leg, try and get them down to the ground. Now I'm like, hold on a second, come here, here, you come on, you play on me now.
Little guard pull.
Dude, you want to start in side control? I just come on.
Dude, that was one of the first times I got hurt when I was doing jiu-jitsu with you guys.
Yeah.
I hadn't learned how to properly pull guard yet.
Oh, okay.
So like, cause like you're supposed to like post the foot and then pull them down like by like the collars.
Yeah.
I just did flying. like I didn't know what I was doing. I was going with Justin, and I was like, I never pull guards. Like I'm just gonna experiment with it. So I just jumped. And he just plowed me, and fucking just the back of my head hit the mat, white flash. I just tapped him because he was on top of me, and I tapped him. I was like, oh, dude, that was bad. I was just like kind of got my bell rung a little bit. But yeah, talk about game changing. Won't be doing that again.
Same Justin, same guy. That's when I hurt my shoulder. Did he?
Dude, he's fucked up all. Dude, fuck this guy, bro. Let's go jump him.
Well, it wasn't even his doing. It was my doing. Like how you did it.
Yeah,
Same guy, same exact partner, and I was rolling with.
We love you, Justin.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And I had gotten behind. We were standing, and I had done some kind of like an arm drag or something, and I'd gotten behind him. Now I won't do this stuff. Now I'll just trip you slowly, but I fucking lifted him up and went straight to the ground. That's when my shoulder got messed. I remember that day. I went up and we drove into the ground, and it was just like
fuck.
And it's never gotten better since that point. And I remember exactly the feeling when it happened. I was like, man, like my shoulder's fucked up now.
Yeah.
And it's just part of it now. Now it's just I got to play now I have to play another way,
So what do you do now that you've been doing it for a few years, and you're kind of like you said, your game plan's changing? What do you do to take care of your body?
Stretch like a shit ton. Hydrate. I get a lot of rest. I even change the way I sleep, like as far as like not sleeping on the side. I'm trying to sleep with like my neck kind of like a little bump on the back of the neck. Just all kinds of shit, dude. Go to the chiropractor, hit the cryotherapy, like try and take care of, because everything hurts all the time. Like I went to a comedy show on Thursday night, and the chairs, it was agony. Like after a minute, I was like,
oh no,
oh fuck, dude. Like I can't sit for a certain amount of time. Like you gotta just stretch, man. Stretch, roll out. That's it. Just try. That's all. Just
you doing some PT right now, some physical therapy?
I've just got signed up, so I haven't even started it yet.
Oh, nice.
I got the sprained MCL. It hurts, but
yeah, it's
fine.
Yeah, dude. Fucking at the beginning, just a few months ago, 6 months ago now, the beginning of this wrestling season, around September, one of my alumni came in, and it was one of those kids that I coached like all through high school, and when you're a coach, you beat up on your kid.
Yeah.
But now he's a few years graduated. He's a young man now, and I'm sure he's excited to wrestle Coach Cruz. So we go to wrestle, and he hit a clean ankle pick on me. Like that's probably the first time he ever took me down in his life. And I even said, I was like, dude, that was sick. That was nice. So I'm on bottom, and I'm going to stand up, and he puts his knee like perpendicular into my knee, and it totally just went out as a loud pop. And dude, it hasn't been the same since. I mean, it's it's manageable. Like I
Yeah.
can walk fine and stuff. Like I can jog, but so it'll just randomly just give out on me. Like I'll be at the coach house like bartending, and like just make like a quick turn, or like because you're moving fast,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden like it'll totally just like give out underneath me. Like I can't stabilize it. It's like, fuck, man. Like that shit happens all the time in grappling, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, or whatever. And then it's like just little moments like that. Like I wasn't even gonna go to the practice that day.
Yeah.
I like on a whim. I was like, I guess I'll go, and then fucking now my knee's never gonna be the same.
Every night, dude, I go. You don't go with the mentality like you're gonna get hurt, but it's like it's kind of now it's in the back of my mind, which is kind of fucks up your game a little bit too, because you're cautious, you're scared.
Yeah.
When you're not getting injured, you feel you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
You just keep going, but then it happens, and it's like, ooh, now I gotta take it easy, and I gotta watch out, like,
yeah.
and it kind of fucks up your up here too, because, oh shit, like, I hope he doesn't like sit on this foot, or like I hope he doesn't, step on this toe, or.
Yeah, that's like that classic like meme or whatever. Like there's like a viral video. It's like when you do jiu-jitsu and you get in a street fight, and like two guys are like going up this guy. He's like,
hold on a second.
Pulls out a mat.
Yeah.
Gets on his butt, stretches out. He's like, all right, watch this knee.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad. Let's go.
Yeah. Dude, it's like that. It's like seriously, like when I'm rolling, because I'm gonna be wearing a brace when I go back. It's like, hey, just listen. I always tell them, like, look, if I scream, I need you to back up.
Yeah. Dude, there was that one time you and me were grappling, and it was gi. So like you like grabbed my collar or my my cuff or whatever.
Sleeve.
Yeah, you grabbed my sleeve, and like kind of like you did like a motion like this to like, and my finger got stuck in it, and there was just a loud crack, and I like if. It actually scared me more than it actually ended up being injured. But even Nick, who's across the room, was like, "Oh, I heard that over here." Like he heard my finger like pop. I was like, ah. But and it ended up being fine now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's. I mean, I love jiu-jitsu. I love grappling. Like we said in the last episode, starting this weight loss fitness journey, so we can kind of get back in shape and get back on the horse. But I don't even wrestle my kids now because I'm legitimately like nervous. I'm like afraid of getting hurt, because it's like, dude, it's just not worth it. As much as I love to go out there and just how fucking sick it is.
It's a lot on the body, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the trade-off is like, is the chance that you're gonna hit a sick takedown or a sick submission worth never being able to walk the same?
It's a lot. It's a lot on your body. So I'm feeling it now. I'll be 28 in a week or two here.
That's right. Hey, by the way, happy birthday to Alex O'Brien here. That's another thing I was stoked about the timing of all this is that we're having you on for the podcast like right around your birthday.
Yeah.
What are you planning on doing? Turning 28.
Nothing, dude. I'm so sick of everybody. I don't even want to go to dinner with my family, but I have to.
You want to go camping?
Yes. So I'm having a little birthday dinner.
Hit up Jolyne, dude.
Yeah. I'm having a little birthday dinner with my just my immediate family, like just the core.
Is that on Saturday or
no? We're gonna do it on Tuesday for my actual like on Valentine's Day.
Oh no, that's right, dude. You're a Valentine's Day baby.
Yeah. People are usually busy that day, so.
Mm-hmm.
And then the girl I've been talking to is supposed to come as well.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
So we'll see if that happens.
Nice.
But that's it. That's the crew right there.
Nice.
And then trying to get together just the boys,
Just this crew.
I gotta
maybe a couple others.
So not just because of jiu-jitsu, but just in life too, is like you start, dwindling down your friend groups and the people that are there. Like I take count, the guys in my text messages are like the guys that I talk to, and it's like, so I messaged each one individually. Like I went through and I was like, I want this guy there, this guy there, this guy there. So if you got invited, that means you're part of my life, or you mean something to me.
all the people who are watching who didn't get an invite are like, what the fuck?
Should have been there, man.
Sorry, Grant.
Yeah. Oh, I texted him. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, right. He'd be like, "Who's this?"
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
If he responds.
I should text Grant and be like, dude, hey, look, man, I know shit's like hasn't been the same for a while, but like you mean a lot to me, dude. I would really appreciate it if you could come. And then I wait for his bullshit answer.
Yeah, dude.
And then just go psych. And dude, that shotgun really didn't do me good.
You still feeling it?
Yeah.
You want to do another?
No.
I mean, well, it's like you get hit in the head, you turn stupid, and then you get hit in the head again, you turn smart. I think,
I think the mistake being made was sitting down.
Oh yeah, we normally stand
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to shotgun sitting down. Because, dude, I'm feeling like the acid reflux. Like, dude,
I can tell. I can tell, like on your face, you're like,
it really, I felt like I got fucking hit, dude. Like,
yeah, it takes the wind out of you. So.
collapsed right
Trying to,
here.
like, change cameras to like
keep,
put you
keep,
in a better light.
yeah,
Fuck.
dude, that's happened to me before. Where like we all did a shotgun in the kitchen, and like I was like over the sink, like.
Ugh.
So that was the other thing that I wanted to talk about is how's Epic?
Yeah.
Epic? So you are currently at what position there?
Sales manager.
Okay. And is your mom still the owner?
Yeah.
Or okay.
She started this company in like 2013 or 12,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just kind of we're slowly growing, dude. It's been tough, you know, like watching like I've gotten a good relationship with my mom now, which is a good thing because we always haven't had the best one. We've always like kind of fought and this and that, but we're kind of like at a eye-to-eye level these days, which is cool. It's nice to have a relationship with your parents, you know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to figure that out now because before, like, dude, leave me alone. Like, don't fucking. Now I'm like, maybe I'm picking up my phone calls, dude. Your only son. Like, answer me. But it's good, man. It's a good thing. I mean, eventually I would like to take over the company and fuck, I don't know, man. That's years in the future. I can't. Got to live right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you've been putting in the years there. You know,
Yeah.
like how long have you been actually like working with them?
Since 2017.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 6 years now.
Damn, dude.
I've been a graphics consultant for 6 years. It's weird. It's a weird thing because for a long time, like I still know people that are my age, and it's like, what do you want to do? You know, what do you want to do with your life? And it's like, well, I'm doing this, but like, I don't know if this is forever. And like, that's rough because to not be certain as far as like what you're gonna do. For me, I like the certainty that it's like, all right, well, there's always this. You know, I have a like a trade almost. It's like, well, I know how to do this. I know how to do this well. It's not going anywhere. So I have like a skill invested into something where it's like shit hits the fan.
Yeah, and
Just-
you guys have good contacts there. I mean, you had some. What are some of like your big clients?
Oh, so we don't deal directly with like the companies themselves, but like the companies that print for Vans, shoes, like, you know, all the surf and skate shops like that. Everything, dude. We do printing. So we sell the material to printers who print for everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, Panda Express, Chipotle, trade shows, retail, vehicle wraps. I mean, everybody's getting their shit, you know, people who make shit like this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I remember we would joke that you basically, it's like Dunder Mifflin.
yeah. Yeah, we're the Michael Scott Paper Company.
So who are you? Are you Michael Scott?
Michael Scott.
And who would your mom be then? Fucking.
She's
what's his
Michael Scott, technically, but
Oh, okay.
she's the owner. She's fucking
Or would she be like Jan? Or not Jan.
David Wallace. Yeah, she's
David
the-
Wallace.
she's CFO. Yeah, she's the CEO. Yeah, she's the owner. But as far as like, because we're a young team. She's the owner, and then we've got everyone's 30 and under that works there. It's a weird kind of thing because we're young. Like the industry is old. Everyone is in their 50s, 40s, 50s, selling fucking paper. We're the youngest crew out there. So we're like realistically like the Michael Scott Paper Company. She was working for a bigger company and then started her own, and now we've surpassed them as well.
Nice. The one that she used to work for?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
So cool stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm a salesperson, but I like HR nightmare.
So you're like Jim?
Yeah. No, but because Jim's not an HR nightmare.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a weird position because it's like I have this kind of like, I've got this like role where it's like I get to make decisions too because I'm invested in the company. I'm not just an employee there. It's like everything that goes down there gets run by myself and my mom. We're like making every decision there. So like a manager, like Michael Scott.
Yeah.
But I'm also fucking, we're building a co-manager. We're building a tech deck skate park in the, like my wall's covered with Hasbulla and
Dude, that's so how much because I know you always love The Office. I actually didn't really like it that much until I watched it.
You didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I didn't like it until I got a little older, and I felt like I could appreciate the humor more.
Yeah.
I feel like you appreciated it right away because your job was essentially like parallel to that.
It was cool.
But like, how much is your daily life around The Office like the show The Office?
Just like it. Just like it.
Dude, have you ever thought about hiring a camera crew to follow you around like Michael Scott?
No, dude, because then I'd actually have to work.
They didn't.
No, yeah, it's exactly the show really, like, everyone says, oh, I love The Office, because most people work in offices and you can relate to it on a certain. But I was like, no, I sell paper, like, you know. I was like, no, like, you're not like me. I'm not like you. We're here. But yeah, it's cool because that show really, like, it came out when I started, or it was out for a long time, but I think it started in like 2007. But dude, I've watched that show like 13 times, front and back. I know every single lore and fucking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that show big time. I love. But yeah, it's just like that. The trade shows are just like that. The fucking people you deal with, the customers, the shit they're talking about. Like, they did a good job as far as like making it a real like paper company kind of.
That's funny.
So I like it a lot, man.
Yeah, every time I watch the date night scene or the date night episode, dude, that's the fucking. Have you lived that one out in real life yet?
No. I did get into some office shenanigans though.
Sometimes I'll just stand here and watch TV for hours.
Oh my
fucking
God.
$200
Yeah. Good luck paying me back on your $0 a year annual salary, babe.
Oh my God. That's funny. Yeah, I've always been curious. It's like how much like it's like that for you, like on the day to day.
It's like it a lot. I mean, dude, I can't complain, man. I got a nice job. I got a future ahead of me, you know. So I think about that all the time too. And then just I don't have to sit in the office all day. If I had to sit in the office all the time, I would probably go a little nuts. But I mean, I get to the office, I spend like 50-50 out driving. I spend more time in my truck than I do in the office itself, driving, seeing customers. And that's the beautiful thing, is just meeting people. You get to meet all these people, and like now, you know, we work together, and they have legitimately. You went to a comedy show with me with a couple of dudes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And those guys are like, they're legitimately my friends. You know, like, they're cool dudes. They get along well. It's like we have something in common. And then it's like, on top of it, throw me an order because you like me too. You know.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Give them. You know, we hook each other up now. It's like it's the relationship building is what I like more about the job than it's definitely helped my skills, like, overall, to kind of be a chameleon in that way, where it's like I can talk to all walks of life, you know. And luckily, I was a nerd. I've into the fighting shit. Like, I could play the guitar. Like, I just well versed. I have something to talk about with just about any. I like sports, you know.
Yeah. That's huge. Having all that wide range of interests, like with like all the various people you come across, I'm sure that goes a long way.
I know enough about like a little bit, you know. So like I'll see something. I go into their office for a meeting, and I'm immediately like looking around, like, oh fuck, what do you like? Oh shit, you like Crash Bandicoot? Nobody has Crash Bandicoot in their office, but if they did, be like, have you ever been to Frankensons?
Yeah.
It's a place that you'd probably like. My buddy actually was collecting. Like, I could go on about anything, whatever it is.
Yeah. Did you guys want another round of drinks? Did you want to start trying taste testing the whiskey?
Yeah, oh, sure.
Okay, I have to piss. I don't know if you guys want to go.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I gotta. My chest is out of my mind right now. Yeah, man, this is rough.
Oh damn! I didn't realize this fucking.
Is this still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we'll let's see. We'll definitely do some taste tests on the whiskey. Try that out. I wanted to talk some comedy. Maybe test some bits on the podcast.
I don't have any bits right now, dude. That would really hurt me.
Oh, really? Do you want water or something?
No. I'm chilling. Like, as far as that goes, I'm just like, it fucking hit my chest super hard, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What was the other thing? Oh yeah, you don't happen to have your guitar on you, did you?
No, I almost brought it.
I kind of wanted to fucking end it by playing History.
That would have been sick.
Can you play it?
Yeah.
Because if you can play it, I can sing it.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. We should definitely.
You could edit this part out, right?
Yeah. This is getting edited out.
Okay, cool.
And that brings us to our next segment. I don't know if anybody's noticed this right here, I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but we got a case of High West whiskey here, a mix pack here, courtesy of Daddy Dorp. Was it Christmas or? Oh, well, I've been holding on to it. It's unboxed, or it's still boxed, still bottled. Haven't broken the seal. Gonna break it right now with the boys. We're gonna do a little taste test for you.
Nice.
I have never had High West whiskey before.
Same.
I've always wanted it. It's because I like the Western aesthetic.
Sure.
So every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that looks good. But I've never bought a bottle, so I'm really excited. We've got regular High West bourbon, and then we've got a double rye. And then we'll see how we're feeling. There's also a pre-made Manhattan and old-fashioned over here that we might get to those ones. The mixed drinks, we're not so sure.
Let's just try the whiskey.
Definitely looking forward to the whiskey here. So let's
pop it open.
Let's get an unboxing.
Thanks, Daddy Dorp.
Of course.
Thank you. Oh shit.
Nice. Ooh.
We got some High West bourbon here.
Very nice.
Picking it up.
Go to you now. Yep.
All right. Nice little label there. It's kind of peeling off, which is good. And it gives me the nice old school, old Western feel. Like this shit's fucking, what's it called? Health tonic.
Nice.
Collectible.
It does look like a tonic.
Yeah, moonshine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I've never actually tried to taste whiskey. I usually just down it to get drunk. So I'm actually looking forward to comparing. That first shot we had was Kirkland brand Canadian whiskey. I love me some Canadian whiskey.
Love me some Canucks.
Yeah, I do. I always say I don't have a single sweet tooth. I've got a whole sweet jaw. So you know that my favorite whiskey is the sweet shit, the good old Canadian stuff. All right, let's pour these out.
Ooh.
Alrighty. So this is our first. Have you guys ever had the High West whiskey before?
Nope.
No, yeah, first time.
All right.
Alex.
Give it a little sniff. Are we on Alex's camera or?
Oh,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
First time having some High West bourbon.
What is this? A cup for ants?
Uncles.
Yep, that's whiskey.
Wow. That's all I needed.
That's whiskey for sure.
Ooh. I really wish I knew what I was drinking. I was about to be like, oh, you can taste the hints of caramel and tannins, I think.
Nope.
It's full body.
It's like full-bodied whiskey. Full-bodied whiskey.
And just like that, the chest is hurting again.
Oh, no.
Got some hair on you.
No, that was definitely good. Honestly, I'm not really a fan of bourbon, unfortunately. But this was really good. Like Jack Daniels or something like that. Like I'll drink it.
Yeah.
Whiskey's my favorite kind of drink, but I definitely like whiskey more than bourbon. Bourbon is like American whiskey. I like
You know what my dumbass did yesterday?
It's got the E in it. What'd you say?
I see. You know what my dumbass did yesterday?
What?
Fucking got as if a 6-pack wasn't enough. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a 6-pack of Coors Light and play some Madden. Just cruise on the fucking Xbox or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Fireball looks good too. Dude,
Oh no! Oh.
I can't do it. Like I used, like the shotgun. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. That's
It was a little, the little shooters that you get at the liquor store.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it took me like an hour to drink it. I was like,
apparently those. I'm not sure if it's different in the actual big bottle, but I saw that there's like a lawsuit going on right now against
Fireball in general.
Oh yeah. It's technically not whiskey. It's like grape, or.
Well, no, they put antifreeze in it.
Oh really? I've always heard that. I don't know.
I think. I don't know.
So I've heard
Goddamn,
that.
would explain why my cousins are retarded.
Just your cousins, or?
Yeah.
Shit, that side of the family.
Yeah, maybe it's the incest.
That's what you Jews do, right? You keep it all in the.
No, they're desert fucking people.
Got
Desert
hills have
Jews.
eyes. The DJ.
The desert
No,
Jews.
they're just hicks. They're white trash.
Oh man, well that was good. I enjoyed that. That was good. All right, so that was High West bourbon. Again, a whiskey lover like me, I really wish that I knew what I was talking about, but it's good. Can't tell you what it tastes like other than whiskey, but it tastes good.
It's good.
Now let's real good. Now let's try out the double rye.
Yikes.
Something's telling me this one's gonna be a little bit more on the brutal
So
side.
David's in the middle there. That's his cup right there in the middle.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought-
So, you joked about the caramel, but I guess there is caramel apple.
in the is that what it's saying?
Bourbon? Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, you know what? Let's here. Don't cheat, David. Don't read the
look,
double
yeah,
rye. Don't read what it says.
That's yours, David, in the middle there.
Let's try and guess what we're drinking here. That doesn't surprise me though. I said caramel because it did have a sweetness to it, which I feel like a lot of bourbons don't have.
Cheers.
Like I said, I like the sweet stuff. So, cheers, gentlemen. Dude, I feel like a couple of Asians here. They're tiny cups.
Kampai. Kampai, baby.
Sake.
That one's better. Smoother.
Ooh. I know it's the rye because rye whiskey has a distinct flavor to it.
It's all fucking. Dude, I got hit in the chest early today. And it was, fuck.
Heavy hitter.
I like the bourbon more.
I like this one better.
Knob Creek is rye, huh?
I think so.
That shit's strong. I don't like that.
Yeah. I'd say I'm leaning more towards the regular bourbon because I like sweet.
Yeah.
The rye's got a little bit more of like a almost like sour, not quite because I know there's like sour mash whiskey like that one that you got
the
me.
Tennessee one we got.
Yeah, I still got that one. That one's a bit much.
Damn. Alrighty. So.
Yeah, so
Good shit.
yeah, good shit, Daddy Dorp. Thank you so much. Definitely, I'd say my vote's for the bourbon. But
Second one.
all right, so it sounds like the double rye is for Alex, and you like the bourbon too.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard it now, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in High West whiskey, definitely has the Cruz's Corner seal of approval. Maybe they'll sponsor the podcast one day.
Maybe.
I'd rather Crown Royale though. I love that fucking. I love me my.
You love the bags.
Dude, so because you know how Crown Royal comes with those purple bags,
Yep.
I have so fucking many of those bags. Like I have a bag full of bags somewhere,
Nice.
and I'm gonna one day when I have money, I want to get a suit made, like almost like a pajama suit,
Yeah.
at least a top and pants. I'd love to get a vest, a 3-piece suit of fucking made out of Crown Royale bags would be fucking awesome.
It could be done.
It could be done.
I could be wrong, but like you almost have every color.
Yeah, we're getting. I think I'm
You're getting
missing one.
Oh,
I know I've got the peach. Honestly, dude, I think it might be the apple with the green. I know. So I want a purple suit with
one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I want to get a whole suit that's the purple, and then I want like the inside lining and like pockets, like the inside of the pockets and stuff to be the different colors. And maybe like if I have a breast pocket, the pocket will be green. This like says Crown Royale or something on that. So definitely
That's badass.
I'll definitely be, once I get that suit made, I'll definitely do an episode on the podcast where we do like a whole whiskey tasting thing.
I've got a question for you two.
So,
Okay.
Because it came across me the other day. Do you guys have doodles?
what's that?
Like, do you ever, like, you know, like when you're nervously kind of just like writing something, or like you get a piece
Oh,
of paper,
yeah.
like, do you have a doodle that you do? Like,
yeah.
That, like, what is it?
I
Is
like
it
to draw.
penis?
I like to draw a cartoonized version of Tiffany's head
Let me
on
see.
various animals.
Can you do it quick? Can you do it quick, or is it like
yeah.
a long?
What animal? Do you
I don't know. Just do you have a doodle?
Yeah. See, cartoon Tiffany is really easy to draw.
What's David's?
Just basic shapes.
How detailed is it into Tiffany?
I'm trying to make it quick. I kind of messed up the shape of the head a little bit, but
It's okay.
you just draw like a head shape with a kind of sharp chin.
Mm-hmm.
Just a triangle for the nose, glasses, and then for her lips, I just draw a heart with a line through it.
Nice.
Give her some plugs.
Nice.
So this one was real quick. I didn't have anything like planned, so it's kind of rushed. But yeah, I'll just if I'm doodling, I'll draw Tiffany's head on various animals.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's pretty good.
If you can do this, camera.
Let me see it.
That's pretty nice.
You know, on a cat. Sometimes I'll do a frog.
What does that say up there in the top left?
I switched the page.
God, dude, he's out of control, man.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I know we didn't even get to that yet.
Fuck.
Dude, speaking of which, I don't want to get too into it before we get our doodles out here, but are we going to war or what? What's
Yeah.
going on?
I think so.
I know you were telling me last night. Catch us up right now. It's Sunday, February 5th, 2023. There was a recent incident involving a Chinese weather balloon.
I just don't see it going another way, man. I don't see another way that's like, China, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You know, you're starting shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're crossing the line.
First it's the USS Maine, now it's a Chinese weather balloon.
I just don't see a way. It's like it all looks bad. Like nothing looks good. It's like if America is vulnerable, it's like America's about to not be vulnerable in next year, because we have a president who we don't have a president. You know,
mm-hmm.
We got fucking bag of bones and Kamala or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I mean, and whoever's, you know, you got Nancy Pelosi running the fucking regime. So
yeah,
if there's ever a time to make your strike on America, like we've always been number one. You know, we're always sick. We back-to-back World War champs. But right now is probably the time that you would, if I were gonna attack America, it'd be right now. You wouldn't attack it as crazy as Trump was. You wouldn't attack it while Trump was in there, because you know he's gonna go crazy too. Let's see,
like
David.
Nonsensical.
With I like yeah.
Eh?
Nice.
It's fucking fatty fist. Eh?
Hey. Nice, David.
No, just like basic shit. It's not impressive.
Very cool. Now I got you guys Doodles forever.
Dude, I ran across a stash of Doodles. It was like an old notebook I had from Saddleback, and I used to go to Saddleback with Tiffany. We had a lot of classes together, and I would just draw pictures of her all day, like on a frog, on a mouse, and a cat. One was a gorilla.
That's funny, dude.
I can't help it, dude. She's easy to draw. You just draw like a little head shape, sharp nose, triangle, triangle nose.
Like I could see that's Tiffany.
Yeah, yeah, a little bun, her plugs.
Yeah. It's funny.
It looks like a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Am I blowing out smoke?
Shit. Blowing smoke over here? You blowing smoke up our ass over
Shit.
here? Are we boofing?
But yeah, I think right now would be the prime time to attack U.S.
Well, so I've been saying for years now, I definitely feel like we have been compromised to a degree. I don't know what that degree is, but I do not think it's a fucking coincidence that all of our educational system, our corporate systems, our political system, our social, in general, like dynamic, the social fabric has been all tilting towards this very leftist, like PC, because political correctness originated in the Soviet Union. That's a Soviet Union ideology of saying the right thing so you don't offend anybody. It was never about being polite or protecting people. It was about controlling speech.
Yeah.
Because if you control speech, you control thought. And dude, it's no fucking coincidence that all of these things are happening at the same time. So I think that these seeds were sown many years ago. I'm like all the way back to like the 60s and 70s, and around the time of the Soviet Union and communist China. Mm-hmm. I think that one or more groups sent immigrants over to get jobs and just scratch out a living. And I'm not saying here, let me be clear, not every Russian immigrant, not every Chinese immigrant, not every immigrant, but out of, let's say you send over 1,000 immigrants, if 5 of them are spies or at least compromised, they're working with, an enemy faction. Those people, I think the original people that came over here, the original agents, or whatever, were told just basically scratch out a living, work hard, keep your head down, your mouth shut. Have enough to get a home. Maybe they supplemented their income, like from the government. Live in the American dream, chasing the American dream, and then send your kids to college. And then your kids will get jobs working for the college. And then over time, now the people running the college are, even if they don't know it directly, they are ingratiated with these people or these groups who have, America's interest in mind. And don't get me wrong, like I said, there's plenty of people who immigrated from Russia, China, whatever, anywhere who are vocal, like, yeah, we love America, we left there to get out and to escape, So I'm not trying to paint with a broad brush like this is everybody, but I am absolutely convinced that we have been infiltrated at many levels. Like I said, education, politics, military. Dude, have you seen like little things like I have nothing against any particular group. Like I don't. I have jokes. I make jokes about things because they're funny. But like when I meet a person, whether they're of color or homosexual or trans or whatever, like I give everyone a fair shake.
Yeah.
You know, like if the person in front of me is a decent person, you know,
yeah,
I'll call you what you ask me to call you, as long as you ask nicely. You know, if you come in and be like, you have to call me this, and if you don't, then fuck you. It's like, no, then.
Yeah.
You know, but respect. You got to give it to get it. And most people are pretty copacetic, easy to get along with, and respectable and respectful. So it's like we get along. But it's not the individuals who I take issue with. It's the enforcement of policy and the pushing of a clear agenda. Like, can you pull up? I think I sent this to you guys. I don't know if you saw it, but search Navy pronoun video. U.S. Navy pronouns. And there's so many. There's a shit ton of videos like this.
Yeah.
All right, but it's funny. We did a podcast with Grant a couple of years ago now, where I was talking about how I feel like the military has been infiltrated essentially, and it was like that the comparison of like the United States recruitment video versus
So
there he is.
Have you heard they're remaking He-Man?
Stop it! Are you serious? Is this a bit?
No.
No, I did not hear this.
They're calling it they them they them.
Okay, you got me. See, but that's what I'm talking about, man. Like I'm not sure.
It was hard. It was hard to lie to you right now.
We were talking at the beginning about how, you know, there's nothing new anymore. And they're like how you mentioned, like, oh yeah, well, like Star Wars, like they show you like the source material and like what that was based off of. But at least it was a new thing. It was a new thing called Star Wars with new
Men in
characters.
Black, dude.
Dude, everything today is a fucking reboot.
You couldn't call it Men in Black today.
Well, they take the shit that was popular because it was good, because it was written before this PC culture took over, and it would take risks. You have to take risks for something to be interesting. If you do color everything so inside the lines, you're not even getting close to the lines. It's just it's not even a well-colored picture. It's not even filled in. These are two-dimensional, shittily written characters, you know?
Yeah.
Like fucking, we were talking about Velma, you know? What I've noticed is that it is universally disliked. Like people, like liberals, lefties, they don't even like it because it's pandering. It's pandering. It's essentially propaganda. You know, like people like act like propaganda was a thing that existed. We know that there was propaganda in World War II. Like they had a thing called the propaganda department. But people are under this impression that like somewhere between like the end of World War II and to where we're at now, like propaganda just went away, and like the news is the news, CNN is the news, Fox is the news. It's like your children's programming is just TV. It's like, no, it's called programming. Like this is propaganda that's trying to rewire the way that people think and speak and behave and to change our culture. And it's like shit like this.
Yeah, play this, David.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Johnny, and I use he, him pronouns.
Hi, and I'm Kanchi, and I use she, her pronouns.
And we're here to talk about pronouns.
What is a pronoun? A pronoun is how we identify ourselves apart from our name, and it's also how people refer to us in conversations.
Using the right pronouns is a really simple way to affirm someone's identity. It is a signal of acceptance and respect.
If it's a signal of acceptance and respect, how do we go about creating a safe space for everybody?
That's a good question. A really good way to do that is to use inclusive language. Instead of saying something like, hey guys, you can say, hey everyone, or hey team.
Yeah, and now that you say that, another way that we could show that we're allies and that we accept everybody is to maybe include our pronouns in our emails, or like we just did, introduce ourselves using our pronouns.
But what would I do if I misgender someone?
I think the first thing to recognize is that it's not the end of the world. You correct yourself and move on, or you accept the correction and move on. The most important thing I can tell you is do not put the burden of making you feel good about your mistake on the person that you just misgendered.
Oh, thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, and another
Jesus,
tip
I've seen too much, dude.
for you to remember their pronoun next time, it's in your mind. Kind of go through a progression of 3 good things about the person using their pronoun. So let's say the person chooses to use they, then you will in your mind go, they have a nice shirt. They have a nice smile.
The
They
fuck's
are
a shirt?
Really smart. So that kind of sticks in your brain.
That is so helpful.
I think it's a gender.
I want to know, what would I do if I want to know someone's gender identity or pronouns?
The most important thing is do not pressure anybody into giving you their pronouns. Some people may be going through the process of discovery.
That's
and
literally
they're
what
not
they
ready
do.
yet.
David,
So
stop this madness.
You have to.
Stop.
I like how she says the polite thing to do is not force somebody to give you your pronouns when that's kind of like where we're going. Like you're compelled to put your pronouns in your bio.
If I don't pressure you, you're gonna pressure me. So it's
Yeah, exactly. And okay. So let's finish the video.
So I should just lead with my pronouns and they may follow or not, and if they don't, then I can just continue to use gender neutral language.
Yes, exactly. Just to share something with you that happened the other day at a cookout I was at, we were talking about pronouns and somebody was disagreeing with how different people see themselves.
She never got invited back to another cookout.
I know,
The argument was, if you look like a female,
The
then
fuck
it's
says a
she, her,
cookout?
because that's what's normal. And if you make me call you something else, then you're infringing on my rights. And I was really taken aback by the comment, and I really wasn't sure how to respond. And the only thing I could really think quickly to say was, it's not about you at all, and it's mostly and ultimately about respect.
No,
It is about
you.
respect.
That's
an
it's not
important
about
point
me.
to make.
You're making
And I
it
think
about
you did the right thing.
Yeah.
I think it's important to keep it short and simple. What I would have said to help them understand better is to talk about mispronouncing names. For example, my name is Johnny, spelled Jony. And it's normal for someone to pronounce my name like Joni. But if I were to tell you over and over again, my name is Johnny, and you insist on mispronouncing my name, I would feel disrespected by you. Some names are very difficult to pronounce, but do you know what is very easy to pronounce? She, he, they.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And first of all, no, exact logical fallacy. No, see, that's what they do. They make these logical fallacy arguments. I'll tell you why that's fucking stupid. Is because names are names. Genders are, well, first of all, gender doesn't really exist. It's a made-up concept. All right, I know that's controversial to say, but a real thing that exists is sex, and then gender was made up by a pedophile. I don't know if you guys know that, but the concept of gender, the person who made up gender, is like a known weirdo who like did like experiments with kids, took pictures and videos of them doing sexual things with each other for the name of science and psychology or whatever. But I always say it like this, and again, like I said at the beginning, I always bring it down to the individual. I have met plenty of alphabet people, and I have always given them a fair shake. I don't think I've ever had a bad interaction with anybody on an individual basis. If you ask me to call you she when you're clearly a he, I will call you she. I will call you the name that you want. I will call you the gender that you want. But where I will not bend is like, because this is a normal person, a normal trans person who is a he but identifies as a she will just ask you to call her she, and you just call her she, and that's fine. Where it changes is if they were to ask you, do you actually think I'm a she? No, I don't, because you're not. You can ask me to call you a car or a cat or a dog, and I can call you that, but it doesn't make you that. I will play your game. I will play along to make you feel comfortable. But when it comes to redefining the actual, like, factual what something is, you know, it doesn't make you that. I could. This is a bottle of sparkling water. I could call it beer, but it doesn't make it beer.
I see what you're saying.
It's still sparkling water, no matter what I call it.
What was that kid we used to play games with? Comeback Kyle. What did he change his name to?
Oh, Oliver.
Remember that? It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, your name's Kyle. He's like, yeah, but Kyle just sounds like a douchebag. So I'd like to be called.
Yeah.
Oliver.
His actual name was Kyle, but he was like, you never met anybody who's cool named Kyle, so I just want to be called Oliver. Here's what I love about that, though. That is just a name.
Yeah.
It's just a name. Like, you can change your name. And you know what? Your gender is a label.
Right.
It's just a label. You can change your label.
He seems like a they-them type person, too.
But the label doesn't change what you are.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I take issue with it, is that I wouldn't raise this issue if the issue wasn't being raised by other people. There are other people, the most militant, the most extreme, who they do the whole community a disservice by pretending that they stand for everybody. Like, the extremists say that my opinion speaks for everybody, that their opinion speaks for everybody. But there's so many trans people and gay people and whatever in the middle that they don't feel that way. They don't think the same way that you think, but you're coming back to being infiltrated and kind of tying this all in together, is I definitely think that there are bad actors who are exploiting the plight of people in the alphabet community, saying that they are standing up for their rights, standing up for them, and they are using them as a tool to get across a political agenda. Because the agenda of political correctness, the control of speech, is the control of thought. And once you have the control of those things, it's all downhill from there. And we've seen that. We have seen what happens when you control speech, when you are not allowed to say what you think, when you are compelled to go along with the mob, to go along with the mass. Or God forbid you end up in a fucking gulag and hopefully you find some frozen salmon one day while you're out working on an ice lake. That's where it fucking goes, you know? And people think that that's extreme. People think that people like me are crazy to think that it could ever that could ever happen. But guess what? It did happen. It's still going on right now. North Korea. Fucking, you hear about the Uyghurs in China. Like, we have human beings.
There's Uyghurs in China?
Yeah, that basketball player. Oh, no, that was Russia. Sorry. No,
I think Yao Ming's Chinese.
We're so lost in thinking that was then, this is now. That was there, this is here. That couldn't happen here. But we're watching it happen here. And people think, because it's so gradual, they're like, no, it's not. 5 years ago, that was a parody that we just watched right there. That was a joke. Like, it's crazy. Talk about how you can't make movies anymore. You can't take risks. Back just a decade or two ago, when a guy would wear a dress, that was funny. That was the joke. Now,
it's an identity.
Now it's an identity. If your 2-year-old, 3-year-old son wants to wear a dress, there are places, like in Canada, you are compelled to affirm their identity. If your young child says, I feel like a girl today, if you don't actively enforce that, you are criminally liable. They're just north of us. They're our fucking next door neighbors, all right? People say that couldn't happen here, but there are many people that are actively trying to campaign to make that happen. Now, look, like I said, just because I want to kind of move on, I give everyone a fair shake. I am totally open to making people feel comfortable and safe and respected. I believe very strongly in respect, all right? It's not about any individual out there who identifies this way or feels that this is a part of their experience, their lived experience, or their truth, all right? But your truth isn't the truth. And to pretend like we, everybody, the world around you has to conform to your worldview to affirm, that's dystopian. That is like textbook dystopianism, especially when we get to the point where it's being enforced by the state. And they're like, that's a United States Navy video. Yeah. The U.S. Navy put that video out. Now, to be fair, I did hear that it was like some obscure video, like on the Navy website, that wasn't really like pushed, but they made it. They put it out there. You know that if you're in the U.S. Navy, you're going through courses like this, little things here and there, and someone found it and ended up going viral because of how ridiculous it is. Which I'm glad. It shows that the immune system of our society saw some weirdness there and was like, we gotta swarm on that. Let's make this viral and spread awareness that this weirdness is going on. But just the fact that it's out there, the fact that is, like I said, 10 years ago, that's funny. That is literally humor. That's a comedy video right now. And now it's just reality. Who knows where we'll be in fucking 10 years from now? That's what I'm worried about.
Well, maybe we should take the Mac approach.
Just fold it back.
No. Mac from It's Always Sunny.
I know.
A gender-neutral term. He walks into the bar every time and just goes, "Ayo, what's up, bitches?" Across the board, dude.
I thought we were like, talking when he's taping it back with,
dude,
with
just,
the tranny.
"What's up, bitches?" That's it. We're doing Mac style from now on. What's up?
Hey, I'm fine with that.
What's up, bitches?
I'm fine with that. Hey, I'll call everyone a fucking binge, including myself. Oh, man. Talk about how long this debate has been going on. The seeds being sown decades ago. Check out Life of Brian, I Want to Be a Woman, or something like that. See, this just shows how long this shit's been going on.
Any anti-imperialist group like ours must reflect such a divergence of interest within its power base.
Agreed. Francis? Yeah, I think Judith's point of view is very valid, Reg. Provided the movement never forgets that it is the unalienable right of every man or woman to rid himself or herself. Agreed. Thank you, brother. Or sister. Where was I? I think you finished. Oh, right. Furthermore, it is the birthright of every man or woman. Why don't you shut up about women, Stan? You're putting us off.
Women have a perfect right to play a part in our movement, Reg.
Why are you always on about women, Stan?
I want to be one.
What?
I want to be a woman. From now on, I want you all to call me Loretta.
What?
It's my right as a man.
Well, why do you want to be Loretta, Stan?
I want to have babies.
You want to have babies?
It's every man's right to have babies if he wants them.
But you can't have
This is
babies.
30 years ago, 30, 40 years
I'm
ago.
not oppressing you, Stan. You haven't got a womb. Where's the fetus going to gestate? You're going to keep it in a box?
Here, I've got an idea. Suppose you agree that he can't actually have babies, not having a womb, which is nobody's fault, not even the Romans, but that he can have the right to have babies.
Good idea, Judith.
Damn.
We shall fight the oppressors for your right to have babies, brother. Sister, sorry. What's the point? What? What's the point of fighting for his right to have babies when he can't have babies? It is symbolic of our struggle against oppression.
Symbolic of his struggle against reality.
Dude, and dude, that's fucking decades ago, man. They saw this shit coming. This shit has been going on for a while, all right? And now it's starting to catch steam. Now we're getting to the point where we have to have this conversation.
Dude, and fucking no one knew dystopian societies like the fucking 80s. They were all about dystopian futures, and we're living it.
Yep. Yeah, we're living in a weird mixture at this point of because the classic sided ones are always 1984 and Brave New World. 1984 was about a totalitarian state where constant surveillance, constant regulation of speech, constant like threatening, like obvious oppression by Big Brother over the people, over the masses. Brave New World posited an alternate dystopian society where everybody was constantly being given distractions.
Medicated.
There was soma, drugs to calm down the masses. Any feeling of discomfort, you could take some soma and you'd mellow out. Constant entertainment and television shows and distractions. So it's interesting to see we're actually living in a combination where we do have constant surveillance. Everything that we've said has been heard by our phones right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like might not be someone sitting there actually listening, but it's being recorded. There have been court cases where evidence was used from like a recording of the phone when they didn't know they were being recorded. So we do have Big Brother constantly listening to us, constantly watching us through our webcams, constantly watching us through our phone cameras. But we also have the Brave New World side where we have given just infinite distractions and infinite stimulation, infinite pleasures that, like, 1984 suggested that the dystopian future held a future where you weren't allowed to think and you weren't allowed to speak. Brave New World suggested that the real dystopian future would be no one would want to think. There was no point to think. There'd be rather than the suppression of information, there'd be a plethora of information, to where there was so much information you didn't know what to pay attention to. And
That's pretty real.
And we're living it. We are fucking living it. And it's, oh man, I don't know what to make of it. But yeah, no. So okay, so we'll wrap it up here. Sorry, I hate to play so many clips back to back, pull so much stuff up, but
That's a good
this
topic.
This scene here does a really good job of kind of tying together everything I just laid out.
I mean, are we just like bored, spoiled children who've just been lying in the bathtub all day, just playing with their plastic duck, and now they're just thinking, well, what can I do?
Brave New World.
Okay, yes. We're bored. We're all bored now. But has it ever occurred to you, Wally, that the process that creates this boredom that we see in the world now may very well be a self-perpetuating, unconscious form of brainwashing created by a world totalitarian government based on money, and that all of this is much more dangerous than one thinks, and it's not just a question of individual survival, Wally, but that somebody who's bored is asleep, and somebody who's asleep will not say no? See, I keep meeting these people. I mean, just a few days ago, I met this man whom I greatly admire. He's a Swedish physicist, Gustav Bjornstrand, and he told me that he no longer watches television, he doesn't read newspapers, and he doesn't read magazines. He's completely cut them out of his life because he really does feel that we're living in some kind of Orwellian nightmare now, and that everything that you hear now contributes to turning you into a robot. And when I was at Findhorn, I met this extraordinary English tree expert who had devoted his life to saving trees. Just got back from Washington, lobbying to save the redwoods. He's 84 years old. He always travels with a backpack because he never knows where he's going to be tomorrow. And when I met him at Findhorn, he said to me, "Where are you from?" And I said, "New York." He said, "Ah, New York, yes, that's a very interesting place. Do you know a lot of New Yorkers who keep talking about the fact that they want to leave but never do?" And I said, "Oh, yes." And he said, "Why do you think they don't leave?" I gave him different banal theories. He said, "Oh, I don't think it's that way at all." He said, "I think that New York is the new model for the new concentration camp, where the camp has been built by the inmates themselves, and the inmates are the guards, and they have this pride in this thing they've built. They've built their own prison, and so they exist in a state of schizophrenia, where they are both guards and prisoners, and as a result, they no longer have, having been lobotomized, the capacity to leave the prison they've made, or to even see it as a prison." And then he went into his pocket and he took out a seed for a tree and he said, "This is a pine tree." He put it in my hand and he said, "Escape before it's too late." See, actually for 2 or 3 years now, Chiquita and I have had this very unpleasant feeling that we really should get out. And we really should feel like Jews in Germany in the late 30s. Get out of here. Of course, the problem is where to go, because it seems quite obvious that the whole world is going in the same direction. See, I think it's quite possible that the 1960s represented the last burst of the human being before he was extinguished, and that this is the beginning of the rest of the future now, and that from now on there'll simply be all these robots walking around, feeling nothing, thinking nothing, and there'll be nobody left almost to remind them that there once was a species called a human being, with feelings and thoughts, and that history and memory are right now being erased, and soon nobody will really remember that life existed on the planet. Now, of course, Bjornstrand feels that there's really almost no hope, and that we're probably going back to a very savage, lawless, terrifying period. Findhorn people see it a little differently. They're feeling that there'll be these pockets of light springing up in different parts of the world, and that these will be, in a way, invisible planets on this planet. And that as we, or the world, grow colder, we can take invisible space journeys to these different planets, refuel for what it is we need to do on the planet itself, and come back. And it's their feeling that there have to be centers now where people can come and reconstruct a new future for the world. And when I was talking to Gustav Bjornstrand, he was saying that actually these centers are growing up everywhere now. And that what they're trying to do, which is what Findhorn was trying to do, and in a way, what I was trying to do. I mean, these things can't be given names, but in a way, these are all attempts at creating a new kind of school or a new kind of monastery. And Bjornstrand talks about the concept of reserves, islands of safety, where history can be remembered and the human being can continue to function in order to maintain the species through a dark age. In other words, we're talking about an underground, which did exist in a different way during the Dark Ages among the mystical orders of the church. And the purpose of this underground is to find out how to preserve the light, life, the culture, how to keep things living. You see, I keep thinking that what we need is a new language, a language of the heart. Languages in the Polish forest where language wasn't needed. Some kind of language between people that is a new kind of poetry. That's the poetry of the dancing bee that tells us where the honey is. And I think that in order to create that language, you're going to have to learn how you can go through a looking glass into another kind of perception where you have that sense of being united to all things, and suddenly you understand everything.
Are you ready for some dessert?
I think I'll just have an espresso. Thank you.
I'll also have one. Thank you. And could I also have an amaretto?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
So there's a lot there, and I've watched that clip multiple times. The first half I'm always on board with. The second half is where he starts to lose me about traveling to different worlds and different.
But I don't take it as that. I take it as like, instead of like for us, it's California.
Mm-hmm.
So like a different world would be where everyone's going, Texas.
Well, so the way that I look at it is that he's saying like it's almost like you have to find this new space to where you can go and preserve the light. To me, that's what these podcasts are.
Mm.
That's what it's an underground. It's a place like a monastery where they go to preserve the culture of what it means to be a human being. And when you go out into this fake, inauthentic, corporatized life where you're told what to say and what to think, and you can never draw outside the lines or you'll be fired, you'll be canceled. They trick you. They trick you into thinking that's the real world. That's not the real world. The internet isn't the real world.
Right.
This is the real world right now. And I've listened to it. It took me a long time to get around to that second half, but I think I finally get what he's saying, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why we're here and we're having these conversations. And fuck, by episode 3, I might feel differently.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know. But I think it's important to maintain that freedom of thought and that freedom of expression for us to get together and hang out, have some whiskey, tell some jokes, but also talk and really think about it and not worry about getting fucking thrown in a gulag, for thought crime, which is essentially where we're at now. So, well, I hate to leave it on a downer.
No, it's all good. What's up, bitches?
Well, do you think that you can play history?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
You think you still got it?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I like to end it on a good note here. So no better way to end than with a classic renditioning of the history of Merritt O'Brien. Alrighty, like I said, we got the history of Merritt O'Brien, the passing of the pick of destiny. Don't let me down. The following is called the history of Merritt O'Brien, and it's not just a list of bullshit that we've done in the past. It's a chronicling of our rise. To power! We've run with kings on mighty steeds across the devil's plains. We've walked with Jesus on his cross. He did not die in vain, no! We've run with wolves, we've climbed K2, even stopped a moving train. We've traveled through space and time, my friends, to rock this house again. Rock! We'll ride and we'll never subside. We'll ride till the planets collide. And if you say that we do not ride, I'll turn your fucking hide. Ride! Alex fingers be silver, but lest you think we're vain, we know you're all robots and we don't care. Merritt O'Brien, we reign. We reign as a Supreme. Oh, God. And burrito supreme. And a chicken supreme. And a cutlet supreme. Supreme, yeah. Gonna come 1, 2, 3. Supreme, gonna come 1, 2, 3. Supreme, gonna come 1, 2, 3. Burrito supreme, and a chicken supreme, and a cutlet supreme. Supreme! Yeah! Dude! All right. David, what'd you think?
You changed people's lives tonight.
All right. Oh, that's what I like to hear. All right, hey, good shit, guys. Like I said, couldn't think of anyone better to share episode 2 with.
Thank you for having me.
Couldn't have thought of a better way to
Sorry
end
about
it.
the punch chest, dude. It really fucked me up. But
Hey, dude, those shotguns get all of us at some point. But, yeah, man, thank you so much for coming over, for doing this. David, thank you as always. If you liked what you heard, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Anything else you guys want to say? Anything you want to share?
No.
All righty, folks. Well, you've heard it now, folks. That's the history of Merritt O'Brien. The book's still going. The story goes on, all right? Like I said, till next time.